What is going on? Welcome to Cloud Nation TV, everyone. We got a full panel here full of awesome people, and we got people turning up in the chat. What is going on? Really good to see you. So it's been pretty a lot happening in gaming. There's a
There's
lot
been
going on right now. News are dropping. Just a few minutes ago, there was a news that we're going to talk about during the show that just happened, like maybe an hour ago. But very interesting stuff going on that we're going to talk about. Really good to see everyone. So first, we're just going to go around, see the panel where everyone's at. So I want to start. Vet, what's going on with you, man?
not much. I've lost track of the days because I've been sucked into the world of Assassin's Creed Odyssey again. 8 hours of that yesterday. I actually was. I'm pretty sure it was more than 8 hours. I just started that game like a week ago, and I've already put in, I think, over close to 20 or 30 hours, way more than I thought I would. And then Icarus has been mesmerizing me as well. And then last night I tried to go outside live stream on my phone to catch some lightning and stuff, and I had somebody tell me to pick up a metal rod to hold in the air to see what would happen. And
Oh yeah,
for science, I didn't do that part, but I debated it. Um, had some trees fall on the house. There was a tornado about 15 miles outside of town, so we had the sirens go off. We went downstairs for that. And then prior to that, because it was like 60 degrees, and then it dropped to like 10 by evening. So, and then my only other news I got is just tune in tomorrow, 6-hour stream, the GFN community play, and I've got 10 giveaways. I'm going to be doing giveaways every 30 minutes. 7 games and 3 2-month memberships for the priority tier. Nice. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Should be quite a party.
Heck yeah, you'll get to see Vet play Fortnite. I mean, I have no clue what the hell I'm going to be doing, but
that'll be funny.
Yeah,
that'll be really funny. I'm going to try to tune in for that.
That's going to be closer towards the afternoon. I'm trying to work on getting Meg to join because I have no clue I've never played the game. I don't even like watching it because I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. So that should just be a mess. But a lot of them are going to be open to the community to play, whether you're GFN, PC, or Stadia, because it's going to be Riders Republic, 9 to 5, and then I've got 2 other Fortnite, and I don't remember what the other one was. I know it's all. I've been tweeting stuff out all day about it.
Nice. Well, that's pretty exciting. Ray, what about you, man?
Man, I've been obsessed with Halo Infinite Campaign. Been playing a lot of that. I know, love. That's my number one game I'm playing right now, and then been playing a lot of Wreckfest on Stadia. I've never played a Devil May Cry 5 game, and I played that on Luna, and I'm like, oh my god, that game is amazing. I need to go back and play all the other Devil May Cry games.
Yeah, those are great.
And then Xbox, man, they're just killing. They came out with a bunch of other games. So I played a game called Gunk, which was actually a really cool space exploring game. I've been enjoying playing that. And on GFN, guys, Epic Store just released a free game today. And then they got a free weekend with Nakara Blade Point, which you can play as Bruce Lee. And if you got a $10 gift certificate, you can actually get that game is $15. Take off 10, you know what you're paying, and pick that game up. It's a free weekend tomorrow.
Shenmue 3, that's the one that's free on Epic Store.
Yes.
Right now.
Yes.
What it is.
And there's another one that will be free tomorrow. I think it's one free game a day until Christmas, or even maybe.
Yeah, I think that same thing they did last year, if I remember correctly. I don't know. All I know is my bank account is crying right now. I can't do this. Between Steam, Epic, and GOG Games, I'm in the poorhouse.
They got the deals, dude. Just the deals, man. Just don't. I mean, you should be getting the cheaper games. Get the cheaper games. Don't go full crazy $70, $64. Guys, we paying $70, $60 on games.
Slap yourself for that.
Man,
Who does
they got
that?
the games like half off, man. I'm about to pick up Galaxy, the Guardians of the Galaxy with my wife's credit card.
Yeah.
As soon as we get done with this stream right here.
I love how you have to specify.
It's an excellent game. On GFN, it looks amazing. I've played it both on the Founders and on the 3080 tier. Both are amazing.
It is amazing.
Yes.
So nice. And JD, what's up, man?
Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up to the chat? Everybody out there. Yeah, I've been playing. Let's see, PS Now dropped the Grand Theft Auto 3 remaster. I was playing a little bit of that, which was pretty interesting because they sent out a patch for the updates and they keep updating the game. So it was
Did they upgrade the graphics? Because I heard some pretty weird comments about it.
I like the graphics.
Yeah, I don't think they really updated the graphics. Like they're fixing certain things every now and then, like fixing certain, animations and fingers and stuff like that. So I haven't really seen too much. I played like 3 missions on there, but I mean it looks good. It looks great. Plays great. Give you a little taste before you plop down that $60 or get it on sale, whichever one comes first. I've been playing Scarlet Nexus, trying to beat that game. I know they just dropped the DLC 2. I think it's the second DLC they just dropped. They showed the trailer.
I should play it before they pull it out of Game Pass.
Yeah, you should definitely play Scarlet Nexus. Like, it's a fun game. It's amazing. It's awesome.
Play it on PS5.
I don't have a PS5.
It's on Xbox, on Game Pass.
Yeah,
I don't have a game. I don't have an Xbox Game Pass.
That wasn't on when it came on PS5. It wasn't on Game Pass, and then they put it on Game Pass. I'm like, really?
I don't know. The Xbox Series S looks more like a boombox to me.
I was watching DrSpaceman stream and plays on Halo Infinite, and then he was like, "Yo, just download it for free on the computer."
Yeah,
so unfortunately,
free to play.
Unfortunately, my Surface laptop 3 is not compatible with it, so might have to pay that Game Pass to check it out.
It's $1.
$1.
He's trying to JD. Be careful, JD.
No, it's a $15.
Be careful though. Be careful because it seems like he's trying to bring you away from the Sony and bring you to the green side.
I'm not sure. I think I saw someone say, don't quote me on it, but I saw someone explain that you can get Xbox Gold 3 months for $1, and then do the conversion to Game Pass Ultimate for another $1, and you get an additional month. So you get for $2 4 months. Don't quote me on it, but I've seen someone post about it. I didn't read the full thing because I'm already subscribed, so I wouldn't be eligible. But I've seen someone post about that. So if you don't have it, there is a thing. Be sure to research it. But apparently, if you take Xbox Gold for 3 months and you convert it to Game Pass Ultimate, it's only an additional $1, so $2, and you got 4 months of it.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to research that.
Yeah, because it's a killer deal.
Yeah,
and Halo Infinite campaign is awesome. You're gonna play it, you'll be leaving PlayStation.
Let's just say that it's solid, and I've seen some.
Sony will bring him back in. Sony will reel him back in.
They've built a platform with this game. Like there's going to be a lot of content on it. Just a multiplayer. It's going to span for a very long time. It's going to be in the esports. A lot of people are going to play this. So they didn't overpay for that game. It's a solid title.
Thanks.
I agree.
So Maker, what's up, man?
Chaos.
Nothing much. Just been playing games. Been playing Final Fantasy 14, as you can see behind me, and been playing a lot of Halo. I love the multiplayer as well as the campaign's a lot of fun too. I'm only on the second island, but I'm basically trying to 100% it. So I'm collecting the Spartan cores, pulling up audio logs and stuff of that nature, and I've also been playing Inscription, which is an indie title that's kind of like a card roguelite type game. It actually just came to GFN, which is a little sad because I had the game. I bought the game on sale like last week and started playing it already.
Ouch.
Oh,
So I told Duncan, I was like, man, I could have done a playthrough if I'd known GFN was getting it this week. But yeah, that one's actually a really good card game. And then I've also been playing the Gunk, like Ray. It's really calm, relaxing.
It is.
It's nice.
nice. Yeah, I gotta give that game a try.
You got a hand and you just suck up gunk.
Yeah.
Interesting. And it's the same team that did SteamWorld Dig.
Yes.
So yeah, it's from Town to Full Game, but it's actually the team that SteamWorld is. So Dig, which is a very fun game. So yeah, I'm looking forward to trying that. So awesome. As for myself, I've been stuck lately with a bit of a Halo Infinite multiplayer addiction. I've played some of the campaign; it's fantastic, but the multiplayer mode is so fantastic. I'm really enjoying it. Anytime I go to play Halo, like I've played a tiny bit of the campaign this afternoon. Like I had a bit of time to play, not too much, but started playing some multiplayer, and for some reason, like they started doing maintenance on the server and kicked me offline. So I jumped back into the campaign, but it's like, oh man, I want to do an online game. So yeah, the multiplayer is totally fantastic. I'm really enjoying it. So they've done something solid with it, and it is free to play for anyone. If you're not sure if you want to play it or not, the multiplayer is free to play. You don't need Game Pass. You don't need any of that. You can get it on Steam. Runs on. It is asking for quite a bit of performance on PC, but lower end PC can still run it quite all right. Or else I'm playing on my Xbox Series S, and I'm really enjoying it. It's really well optimized for consoles.
The cloud.
And there is a cloud if you have
playing in the cloud.
No, Ray, he just wants to promote his Xbox Series S.
Yeah, I know. I
want to promote my.
I do want to say something. I just saw there was a tweet that just came out, that was posted in our Discord that Josh Hart, I guess he's what the hell is he? He plays for the New Orleans Pelicans, and the NBA is live right now on Twitch, playing on Amazon Luna. So they got a NBA player to show off their service.
That's cool. They're getting a lot of people to promote their service.
Well, there's a lot of NBA players that own e-teams, dude. You know,
I don't know what he's playing. I didn't want to go over there to see what he's playing. But it's cool to keep seeing people, you know, not just like content creators. You're getting like the NBA now involved in this stuff. I mean, we've seen other professional sports that do that. I mean, the WWE is you know a has-been sport now. It's all about AEW, but you know they had some people there that were doing stuff as well. So it's good to keep seeing more of these cloud services getting that big promotion. I don't know how many people are watching them, but I'd be curious to see. But it's kind of cool to keep seeing that stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm just gonna go around the chat to see what's going on. For some reason, in the Restream app, I'm missing some of the chat. But we got Rouster saying he's at the gym. Good to see you, Rouster. Always happy to see you. We got Derek, so good to see you, Derek, talking about somebody else here. Poor Megatron can't. Rouser said, "Poor Megatron can't make a Microsoft account because she's a butt."
I saw her tweet about that.
She's really
Twitter thought I was a bot.
Really?
Yeah, Twitter thought I was a damn the gaming cyborg. They thought I was a bot.
Oh.
And I had to tell them that I'm not a damn bot. I'm actually a person that
you know what it was is what did you put Cyborg? That's why they thought they figured you were from the future.
Cyborg. That's what that is.
Okay, I actually have this one here. So yeah, that's kind of funny if she's unable to get the account up.
She said she tried. I saw her tweet about it. She said she has failed 10 times. So I said, well, you know, that's the internet telling you're not supposed to be touching Microsoft services.
Oh man. Well,
PlayStation now wants you instead.
I live in her area, and I can say xCloud runs horribly over here. So if she wanted to use it for xCloud,
That's what she's wanting to try. I don't know why, but
yeah, no, it won't work for her.
you know, as cloud gamers, we try everything.
Yeah. So JD in the chat, always good to see you, JD. Even more in person.
Why are you in the chat? You're supposed to be on set.
Look, I'm trying to be everywhere.
Thought you would
at
have
one
accepted.
Nice.
Multiverse,
So
baby.
I did log into his Twitch thing to see what he was streaming. He's playing Sonic Team Racing.
Who's that?
Oh man,
Ooh,
That
Sonic.
Josh Hart from the NBA is playing Sonic
Oh.
Team Racing on Amazon Luna.
Dude,
Oh,
we
that's
got
cool.
Polaris Sucks and Crow, Dismal.
Yeah, what's up? Hey, all working tonight, so I'll catch up later. Good to
Hey,
see
look,
you.
I mean, we got the best of the best out there in the chat.
We got Crow. Good to see you, man. We got a gaming cyborg in the chat. Must be a butt. We'll kick him out.
Yeah.
We got Dismal Gaming. What's up, man? Good to see
What's
you.
up,
Evening, gents.
Dismal?
Been
Guys,
playing a lot of Halo Infinite multiplayer with that guy lately. Awesome games. Awesome guy.
Bots and cyborgs.
Henry Cavill is a gamer. He almost missed his audition for Superman because he was in a raid in World of Warcraft. That is a true story. He got the call from his agent. He was like, "Yeah, I'm busy right now. Like, call me later." Like, it's now or never. And it's like, I'm in a raid, and he hung up on his agent.
Yeah.
And then he called back after. It's like, dude, you almost missed your audition. They were moving on to someone else. Like, hurry up. So he almost didn't play Superman because he was raiding in WoW.
That's crazy.
Crow said, "LOL," because bots self-identify as bots and cyborgs. Everyone knows that. And we got Mr. Urban World.
Eating
What is
soup
going on?
and salad and practice on being fancy for 2022. And I don't know what practicing being fancy is, Mr.
Maybe he wants to eat with, maybe he doesn't use silverware and now he's going to. Maybe he's upgrading. I don't know.
Oh,
Not
man.
using his hands and using a fork and a spoon.
You can all do that with a spork.
You're right.
The ultimate
don't-
eating tool.
The younger generation doesn't know anything what a spork is.
That's a fork and a spoon.
They even
And
make
look
those.
at who we got in the chat. Rodella,
best
what's
of-
up? Good to see you. The best of the best
Rodella.
has arrived. Cloud
JD's
Nation
favorite person.
Hey, how you doing?
Mr. Urban World, I just want to play Avengers every day in 2022 from January to December.
Just hook up with and now your mama knows Cowboy.
He'll love you though.
Yeah.
He loves this game. And also, just a shout out to Rock, who wrote earlier that he's going to watch it tomorrow. Rock, we love you.
Yeah, I think he's still recovering from his jabby stabby.
Yeah. Yo, Rocky!
So,
Hey.
yeah, get some good rest. Listen to us in the morning.
play
Take
something
your
else.
time. Have a good one. So, a lot of people showing up. Love to see that. And crowded panel. Always love to see this. So, what is going on, guys?
Games.
Games?
Games, Christmas, and games.
Yes.
It's not even a backlog. It's a front log. Like, it's all in front of us, and it's
Does anybody have money left? I want to. I mean, I need to go. Can I set up a GoFundMe account so I can funnel that money to buy more games that I'm never going to have time to play?
Car, so no.
Well,
I got plenty of money.
just guys, you got a lot of sales going on, and hopefully, I know GFN's got something going on, but I know we're going to talk about it.
Well, I mean, if you can't afford to buy any games, Assassin's Creed Odyssey is free to play with on Stadia without having to have no pro subscription required. It's free until December 20th. So, and that game is outstanding.
You also got a free game on GFN, guys.
So yeah, free until December 20th for
I love free
Stadia
games.
fans here. This game runs real well, by the way, on Stadia. I've
Yes,
spent
I mean,
hours.
and I can vouch for that because that was one of my most played games I have almost 100 hours on that game on Stadia alone, and I'm catching up to that number on GFN a whole lot faster this time.
So wait a minute. So are you Origins, Odyssey, Valhalla?
I tried Valhalla once on Stadia, and I've never touched it again. I haven't been able to get into that one. Origins I like, but Odyssey is my favorite. Out of those, if I had to choose between those three, it's going to be Odyssey every time. Odyssey is by far one of my favorite games to play. I could sit there and play that all day if I had the time.
Oh yeah, I got all the Assassin's Creed on Stadia because I never played it when they first came out. Never got into it. So I got like Odyssey and Origins and like all
a lot of people. Then you start looking like how many hours have I really played on all of my games on Stadia, and you're like, this is why I have no. Then you realize when you total up the entire amount of hours for everything, you're just like, oh, no wonder I don't get anything done.
It's too much sometimes.
I don't like looking at that. I made somebody sad because I was like, look, if you do this and you do that, you can see how much you've spent buying games on Stadia. And they're like, why would you tell me that?
Mr. Urban World said, I'd like to thank Vet for showing out different games on GFN.
I have also watched Vet and played some games as well because of that.
First looks are I like doing first looks more than I do just playing games, except for when it comes to Odyssey. But if it wasn't Odyssey, I would do first looks every day. And obviously, GFN has like over 1,100 games now. Probably I've lost track. I could do
I didn't see that one.
I could do a first look every day, but I mean, there are games on there that sometimes all I do is like open the GFN app and I just type one letter and I just I randomly pick a game and then I play it and either I like it or I don't, but it's something different.
Let me ask you this: Have you played the Alien Fireteam Elite?
I have not. I know I've had a couple of people tell me about that one.
So I played with two French guys, and I don't speak French. You see a whole bunch of aliens coming out, and listen to these guys screaming and talking was fun. I mean, we kicked some ass.
Well, if you can say oui, then you can speak French
or Canadian French.
I'm gonna say it was European French. I don't think it was Canadian. I think it was European. But it was funny. And then so we couldn't talk. They couldn't communicate. With me. But all you do when you see a bunch of aliens coming down a hallway, you throw grenades and you just fire. So it was pretty fun. I had a lot of fun.
I learned a French statement when I watched the movie Home Alone. I don't know if it was actually really French, but
you got Dismal who wants to jump in for Alien.
Hey, there you go, Ray.
There it is.
Hey, cool, Dismal. You know hook me up. You know my DM. Slid in my DM.
And Rodella be playing Aliens, man. He's playing that game.
Oh yeah, I've watched him play a couple of times.
Yeah, that game's intense.
Wait, Mr. Urban World, is that a Google or you actually speak la langue de
You know he pulled up Google, man. only French word Mr. Urban World knows is French fries. You know.
French vanilla.
I feel a minority being the only French guy here.
Hey. But see, that's so good about gaming, man. It's global. You never know who you're going to be matched up with, man.
It transcends everything. If you're having fun gaming with someone, you don't care who he is, where he comes from, what he looks like. You're enjoying your time with somebody else. It brings people together.
I agree.
Yeah. Multiplayer games in general do that. Like, I mean, that's literally the best part of my day is as much as I will go on a rant saying how much I hate Siege. That's one of the highlights is when I can jump in and play with everybody, whether it's usually Meg because somehow I get sucked into that and then I'm forced on the other team and then I automatically know that team's going to lose because of me, or Wreckfest. I'll jump on Wreckfest on Stadia and have a blast, and I will wait. Like Jim has streamed it a couple of times, and I've waited, and I don't say I'm joining, and then I just jump in and I look for him, and then I just smash his card. He's like, "Oh, there's Vet."
Jeff, will you ride on an emu with Jeff Vet
No.
in Super Animal Royal? I did.
Wouldn't. Oh no! I did. I played that before it came to Stadia. I played that offline with Link and TV and I think it was Chase. We were playing that. And I posted a link about that or a tweet a while back about that saying hashtag.
The chat is going well, and yeah, Dismal, you are French. Technically, you are supposed to be because every Canadian is both English and French.
Yes.
Just pick which one you want to be.
Yeah.
And Maker, just for information, you actually specifically said that Sony is a trash can, but it's specifically the type of trash can that you
Maker,
have in
you
the
might
office.
you might want to get that
Very
Google
specific
Translate working
type of,
better.
trash can.
Someone put him in timeout.
So it's like this.
All right,
That's a
Don't-
Kobe. It's an office trash can.
I
There-
thought that
Oh, I
was
could put him in
Xbox
time.
X.
I could put him in time.
I thought he was showing us the Xbox X.
I'll say there's a few
They look the
lines I
same.
know in French. One of them's like "Va te faire foutre." Is that how you say it?
Yeah, it's
Uh,
go fuck yourself. I'm gonna say it. That's what it is.
Yeah. One of my exes taught me that one.
Oh, so that's what my teacher kept telling me in French class. I never paid attention.
I've said it because it's educational.
Yeah, we're just teaching everybody stuff. This is like edutainment.
Yeah, it's like saying fuck in French is actually a seal. It's an animal.
Excuse
Yeah,
me.
it's spelled
See?
differently. P-H-
Learn something new every day. See, you learn something new every week on Cloud Nation TV.
Still you, bet.
Thanks.
Still you.
Oh, you're Mitsis. Nice. I actually have some Iruk origins. So, the small gaming bad, definitely bad. So some bad slaps. Yeah, the chat is well tonight. Yeah. So, are we going back to gaming? What's going on?
I feel like we should go back to gaming because the path we're going right now is going to get out of hand.
Yes, it is.
We're gonna. This is going to turn to this is the Cinemax after hours chat we got going on if we keep this up.
La
Yeah,
Chichi Grande.
I don't even. You know what, Derek? I don't even want to know.
That sounds
Are
like
we
something
gonna-
at Taco Bell.
Are we gonna make?
Well, I
our
thought you were
grand
talking about
announcement?
Chi-Chi's.
The grand announcement?
Yeah, that we're gonna introduce NFTs into our show.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh,
Yeah, I've got the official announcement right here. So from now on, Cloud Nation TV. Oh no, cancel the project. So Talker just did an announcement. Which I would love to get. Yeah,
They made an announcement
So
like a
that's-
day or
that's
ago.
the first announcement that they've detailed. Like that's a few minutes before the other post that they detailed how the NFTs would be happening in the game. That it gives you stuff in the game that if you buy it, and the other ones don't have it because NFTs are pretty complex. We can talk about it in a moment if people want to understand more. But they were still going ahead with the NFTs. But after that, there was a big backlash, like huge backlash. People don't want NFTs in game for very good reasons. And Stalker, the studio behind the Stalker game, came out with this. Dear Stalkers, we hear you. Based on the feedback we received, we made a decision to cancel anything NFT related in Stalker 2. The interests of our fans and players are the top priority for the team. We're making this game for you to enjoy. Whatever the cost is, if you care, we care too. With love, GSC Game World team. So just to be sure around the panel, does anyone still wonder what an NFT is? Also in the chat, I'm guessing.
No.
Digital items, baby. Buy and sell digital items.
Oh, I do that all the
Which they already
time.
do on Steam.
yeah.
It's exactly what it is. There is a difference between the ones on Steam and the ones being announced there, but it's a very marginal difference. The difference being that NFTs, once they're sold, there's an independent system. It's supposed to be independent. I'm not sure if game studios like Ubisoft will have an independent system tracking it, but in theory, real NFTs are supposed to have independent systems that are tracking who owns which digital item, and every digital item is supposed to be only in one in existence of each. So, like, you can have, like, Ubisoft have been presenting the NFTs they want to do. I do hope they cancel it because a lot of people are mad about it. They already started distributing some, though, by the way, for
That's because he's got a loud mouth roster. That's why he out talks to everybody. That's why.
Well, the star of the show can't help it. I'm just,
So
keep him down, man. He's going to get us off track. I know how it is.
But NFTs can have their own perk, if we can go back to that. Because if, for example, you take actual games, and put them as NFTs, which is something that got brought up on Twitter today, you complete the game, it's a digital game, but once you're done with the game, you can go ahead and sell it or lend it. Like someone can borrow your NFT, you give him, he has a possession of it, plays it, then returns it to you. Or you can sell it online. So once you finish a game, you can actually sell it, and contrary to a physical copy, then you need to have around. And it's NFTs are still, in theory, indestructible. So you get the perks of the digital good while having the convenience of being able to trade that item around, pass it around. It belongs to you. It's not just a digital right. Contrary to if you got a game on Steam, the game that you purchase on Steam doesn't belong to you. It still belongs to Steam, but you bought a key to access that game, which can be withdrawn whenever they want. They will not do that because they have a reputation to protect. They make a lot of money out of selling games because people trust that they won't do that. But the game still belongs to Steam. So it's where there's a difference happening here, but it's pretty sketchy because you still have to download the game. So whenever they want, the originator of the title can do modifications to it or delete it, then you're unable to access it, even though you legally own the game. So it's a very, very complex thing that's more creating an economy more than anything else, because you're putting value on a digital item. So a bit like the economy right now, it's no longer based on gold that you have stocked in a safe. It's just speculated value for the money. It's exactly what it is.
That word, speculation.
Then there becomes like an issue with taxes and regulation and stuff that you start to go into once you start delving into something of that nature. It's a little bit different with like Steam because you're only getting Steam credit, so it only feeds into the system. It's not like you can pull it out.
Stupid.
Let's see how much this works, man.
That's going to be a valuable one. It's going to make you rich.
It's just going to be a big green screen
for Ray's
mom. It's going to be.
Yeah, it's a green pixel.
System, but
enlarged pixel.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
man.
Hey, big ups to Stalker for for doing that.
They've listened to their fans and they stepped up. They changed their plans.
Ubisoft, now you.
Damn.
He's a
because
damn, Derek.
It's a minority that is happy about NFTs. People either don't care or are very angry about it. Most of the people who know remotely what it is don't like the concept because it's putting a gap between players more and more. There's already that, like, you can buy expensive skins, like in Fortnite, for example. But now you're putting a monetary value that's going to skyrocket. And it's risky to see where they will actually go with that, how far they're going to push it. Like let's say, for example, they do a super big quest that you can earn an item out of it, and there's only 5 of those, and they decide that, okay, you get that item, you can hold on to it, it'll give you a title, and you can carry it around, equip it like a helmet or something. Then over time, like, they don't make any more, but it's okay, we're going to make a quest that you need to go at the end and sacrifice that item. If not, the game world is going to shrink and shrink, and the game will be less playable by most people because we'll be breaking the economy and we'll be shutting down zones because the evil emperor is getting everything, or the evil presence. But you got to finish that quest and sacrifice that NFT item there's only 5 of. Then those people who have those will want to keep them because they know they're a currency, they have a value. Then you'll have people like bunching up, like, okay, what if we convince that player to sell it, and then they bunch up a bunch of money to get it? Okay, that player makes a bunch of money, but then the studio just take a cut out of the transaction. It can go some pretty weird places when you're putting money on digital items like that, and it's uncontrolled by the government. It's controlled by the companies. Given a value in a digital world, it can get out of hand. So that's why people are worried about this. They don't really want that kind of thing to happen. So it's very interesting to look at, but a very dangerous slope.
Oh yeah, a lot of people are just worried about the greed of the companies because companies want to make more money, and it makes it more lucrative for the company over, especially if they take a chunk each transaction.
Yeah, because they're the one who are going to track those NFTs, and if you want to sell it, they're going to take a tax on it.
Yeah, they'll take a portion of it, and it's just not a good path to take because you're just going to go down the spiral of trading, and it's going to make it harder for the regular user to get specific items and stuff like that, and it's going to be a pain.
It's a money pit for the consumers.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. I'm already a bit frustrated with how CS:GO skins are, where you have to get keys to unlock these chests, and there's like,
those are if it does, as soon as it does stuff like that, that's when I stop playing it.
Yeah, it's definitely more pro for the company and less for the consumer. So yeah,
it's elitism in gaming.
Yeah.
Is it better than VCs? Will it be better than buying like VC virtual currency in all these games?
It's similar. I wouldn't put it in a different category. It's just that a virtual currency, you in theory have an unlimited amount of it. So your currency won't gain value. At worst, it will even drop value because they'll bring up the price of items over time. And just blame it on economy. So like for example, in the Halo Infinite, you can buy a currency. It's 1 cent per coin in that game. Like if you want to get 1,000, I don't remember the name, but if you want to get 1,000, it's $10. But that currency stays at a fixed price, which moves with the normal economy. Those items, though, it's like magic cards or Pokemon cards. You can make extremely rare items, and they just increase in value. You already have that in games like Diablo, where you can get an epic loot, and I think they closed it, but there used to be a market where you can buy and sell those, and some items would go over $1,000. That game, so it can create a problem, especially if the companies are putting a tax on those items. Then they just create a need for rare items that will gain in value and just reap the benefits out of that. But it makes the gaming experience unequal depending on how much money you have to put in the game. Like if you're just a like dad with kids that is just playing once in a while and just grab a controller, and the other guy that it's putting all his economy in the game's like super more powerful than you because he got those items. Like, I can't afford to do that. It's a bit unfair. So yeah, just want to catch up on the chat. So yeah, Paul, if you said that, definitely you got to snap. Let's get taxi cab confessions. Cloud gaming confessions. I'm gonna skip some of those. So.
Hey, yo, shout out to Rock.
Wait,
you catch this in
Rock?
the morning.
Yeah, Rock will catch us in the morning. Thanks for watching, Rock. Always appreciate having you, but take some good rest. It's always necessary. Go to bed early, even if I'm not doing that tonight. One of kind skin. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that they'll milk the heck out of, which is, I think, not really good. Like I said, put it on the whole game that you can sell the game after. Absolutely. But if you're doing like unique skins and stuff like that, that only one player can access and no one else can, kind of sucks, in my opinion.
Hey, Baker, you got something to say what Crow said? You got something to add to that?
The gamers complain and company listen. Is that the one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's always good when you step up and complain about something. I've always been a supporter of people saying their piece to companies. That way, we can, as a consumer, get what we ultimately want. So,
first look NFT. Yeah. But yeah, the fact that people voice their opinion and a company will listen, that's why it's good to with any concerns you have with the way companies are doing things. Like a lot of people are talking about Ubisoft right now. I do hope they are listening because a lot of people are unhappy with the way NFTs are going. So
same with Square Enix dropping Final Fantasy VII Remake for $70 on the PC. Yeah. It should not be that expensive.
Hold my beer.
Not with how old that game is.
I'm opening the Epic Game Store. So remember, I'm in Canada.
So your prices are outrageously expensive.
Yeah, they make sure to increase the price to cover like the difference in value of economy, and they put always an extra margin just to be sure in case our dollar drops.
God.
Yeah.
Wow. Canada.
$93.
That's the one of the things that sucks the most about Canada is that because our economy will fluctuate like any countries out there, our economy will fluctuate and our dollar value is always lower than the United States. But we never ever get charged the difference. The price should be lower. I got a logo right. Can I move the logo? No, I can't.
No.
So they always like put the difference in economy and they give themselves an extra margin just in case our economy plummets so that they don't lose the money on the worth of the game, so that if Americans were to buy the Canadian version because it's that much cheaper, so we get a overinflated price on games.
Yeah, the US price on that is $69.99.
Yep.
Yeah, I like
$60.
And that is the
really
base
high
game.
price.
This is the base fucking
Well, it's
game.
intergrade, so technically it comes with the DLC.
It's
but
intergrade?
Yeah.
It's
but still $70 for all of that.
When, what the hell, dude?
you got to think the base game has come on to PlayStation.
Who the hell are you at that they're the same price? How much chicken are you ordering?
Hey, you know the chicken prices is going up right now. Any meat protein is going up.
Who's going up, man?
It's €69.99 euros.
Better start hunting your own daggone chicken. I mean, you ain't gonna have the Colonel's recipe, but
that is
heck, check Walmart. They might start selling the Colonel's recipe for that.
The euro is worth more than US dollar though, so it should be a bit cheaper in Europe.
Everything is worth more than the US dollar. That's not really saying
not the Canadian dollar. It just showed you.
Well, we're giving you we're giving you a run for your money. Let's not get into political stuff. We're gonna skip that.
Mr. Urban World asks, do you guys think Sony will finally release an Android cloud app in 2022?
I think we'll find out when Sony allows one of their employees to leak the information out. We'll know. Because we know, like, we knew that we saw the leaks, obviously, about their tier system. There's got, if you're going that route with 3 different tiers, you're going to include an Android app, probably an updated PC app. You're going to bring in Mac support, and you're going to bring Android and probably not iOS, because if they do iOS, it's going to be just like everybody else does. And maybe not. They may actually be the one that gets an iOS app because they're all buddy-buddy with Apple right now. A little more than everyone else, but I could see it happening, but we won't know until Sony allows the leak to happen.
I can say I don't have the proof, or I haven't seen anything proving that it's coming, but I can say definitely it's something that's on the table right now that they want to do as soon as possible. Most
if you want to compete, you gotta have Android at least.
But it's not just that. It's an interview that Jim Ryan did not too long ago with.
Oh, yep.
I'm trying to remember. Is it Game Informer?
Well,
or
didn't we show? We showed. What was it? Was Sony the one we showed?
We talked about it on the show. They did interviews with Jim Ryan, and then a week after or a week before with Jade Raymond.
Yep,
talking about very similar stuff, and you put those two together, and it's pointing at Sony.
Weren't they showcasing something about a controller support, like for mobile phones? Now I know that what people will say is, well, that could just because they've already said they're going to bring some of their games to mobile. That could go both ways on that one. That yes, it could do that for the games that they'll bring over, but very easily they'll. That is terrible.
For Canadian is 54 euros.
We're in the wrong country.
But yeah, you have a controller, a patent for basically a DualShock 4 that you fit a smartphone into it. But yeah, part of the interview I was talking about with Jim Ryan, and it ties to investors meeting there was a few months before, where they were talking about the fact that they want 1 billion people to subscribe to Sony's different venues, like whether it's movies, TV shows, music, and video game. And it was a nota after saying PlayStation will be the main drive behind those subscribers. So they want an ecosystem of Sony products that has 1 billion subscribers, with a large chunk of the pipe coming from PlayStation. And also part of that conversation, he said that right now, no matter how many consoles Sony sells, every generation, like they'll sell like 100 million consoles, the player base, the active player base that buy games, that keep subscription active, that constantly interact with your PlayStation, is between 35 and 40 million. Never goes higher than that. Since the PlayStation 3, they've been tracking that, and it always stabilizes around those numbers, between 35 and 40 million gamers. The reason for that, well, there's hardware, there's countries that don't have easy access to all of that pipeline of products that can be shipped there. Also, it's too expensive for some countries. Some countries are having difficulty getting a supply chain going from all over the world. So by enabling PC games, so they've opened PlayStation PC, they're going to get way more gamers on board. And like gamers who don't want to get a PlayStation hardware, they'll start playing some PlayStation games. But also getting cloud gaming, now you're reaching some countries like emerging countries like Brazil, India. India was supposed to get PlayStation Now back in November 2020, but it got delayed because of COVID. But India is a humongous market that they're aiming at right now. So if they want to reach those numbers, they don't have a choice. They have to push for cloud gaming.
If Sony gets to India before any of the other cloud services, they will see a massive boom in cloud gaming.
Oh,
in their service.
They do after, because it's PlayStation. They have the brand.
Oh yeah.
I believe that they will have an Android app next year, just because it's trending upwards. Look at xCloud is getting queues because they're meeting the demand of cloud gaming, and GeForce Now doubled their user base in a year. So it's showing that cloud gaming is growing at a pretty rapid pace, and it's pretty apparent PlayStation is going to be getting into it. There's been a lot of the fact that a lot of stuff has kind of been leaking out as of late in regards to their cloud system, the double GPU system, the Android mobile thing. When there's smoke, there's fire. They're obviously working on this, and I think it is within the year, just because they don't want to let their competition get quite ahead of them.
I think they'll release the app when they release the tier system. The new when Project Sparta gets, or whatever the hell it is, gets released to the public. That is when the app will show up. They're gonna get everything done, and it'll all just come right out at once. They're gonna drop everything once it's all ready to go.
I'm thinking.
I mean, it's always
you're seeing tier and app is all gonna drop.
I could see it.
Yep.
It's one package. It'll drop all of it at once.
Yeah, I think they're going to drop it all at once, because when they announced PlayStation Now back in 2017, it was supposed to go into the TVs and your phone and your tablet and stuff like that.
And your DVD player.
Your DVD player and whatever else you got. Obviously they rolled back.
I think they're gonna drop it out when Spider-Man comes out in 2023.
I think they'll drop it before then.
I think they just
if they waited till 2023, a whole nother year, they would be stupid to do that. That's not a Sony move. They're not going to sit and let the competition blow past them. You're saying that
right
you'd
now?
rather watch.
What the hell are they doing right now?
They have
been making deals.
Probably getting their PlayStation 5 games ready to getting their PS5 games ready to roll up into the cloud is what they're doing.
They've been making deals because, as you see, we show Apple having DualSense controllers on their Apple Store, and we've seen recently Apple Music just came to PlayStation 5.
Apple and Sony are doing something behind the scenes that we don't know about.
Yeah, so I mean, I think they're prepping that. Apple has that whole thing with gaming and all the work around the fight with Epic.
Look, watch you end up seeing Apple Arcade pop up on a Sony PS5.
But yeah, I think Apple was one of the potential hold up as far as having it on the phone. But as we just saw, Stadia was just on working on iOS natively. I think I saw on Twitter.
Well, the thing is, once Apple allows, let's say, PlayStation to have an app to play all these games, you bet your ass Microsoft is going to sue the heck out of them, because they're not letting Game Pass be on there for their cloud service. So
it won't just be Microsoft. It'll be a class action between Microsoft and Google.
Yeah,
Google, Epic.
So either PlayStation has a PWA that they're working on through it, or they have a workaround where each individual game will be listed. But that's so many apps. There's going to be insane on the App Store, because that's like 800 games through PS Now.
Unless they set it.
Oh, hold on.
It's if they change it up
right now. There are some changes coming. They're getting a PS1, PS2, PS3, and PSP or PS Vita library added on there. They're getting
on top of the PS4 and the soon-to-be PS5 games.
PS5s apparently are coming,
and that's all going down in 2022, guys.
I don't know.
They've been working on this though. They've been working on this in the background. That's why they don't make we know they don't make noise. They don't Go ahead.
I think at the very least we're going to get an announcement at E3 about it, or like a E3 time.
And that I agree with Maker Chaos on that.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
My belief is that we're gonna start to see a rollout, region-based rollout around the month of May or June. It'll be region-based. Then, if all
Can we
goes
say the
well,
Midwest
it'll be
first?
like a year.
Let's go Midwest first. Then we'll worry about the West Coast last. The West Coast can have that last. Let the Midwest have access to stuff first.
It ain't coming to Canada.
Yep.
But I'm pretty sure they're gonna start testing it out soon, openly. But it's gonna be a region to raise. Like, there was a something similar to Netflix on PlayStation Plus that they started rolling out. Well, they started testing it in wasn't Dutch or not Denmark, but like a European
Sweden?
country.
Sweden?
Not Sweden.
Slovakia?
A certain European country. They
Hungary?
started testing.
Oh, I remember. I know what you're talking about. I remember when they announced that.
So yeah, they started testing a TV show app, part of PlayStation Plus, in one country. They're testing it out over there. It might roll out. They might shut it down depending on reception, if people actually use it or not. So we might see something similar happen to the mobile app. Probably not the United States first or Canada first, because they are a humongous market. They're going to go to smaller markets to test it out, and then they'll roll it out slowly to other countries. That's what I think might happen. So just going to catch up to the... do you guys wanted to add anything else?
Not on that. I think we pretty much we've been covering that stuff for weeks now, and we will continue to cover it. And if obviously, if something major happens, we'll just pop up and do a live show and talk about it. And then JD will be the first one on there and be like, "I told y'all so." Or it'll be DrSpaceman. See, that's why we created this show in the first place.
I do agree, though. They are going to make an app. Definitely an app is coming, guys.
Yeah.
It's coming.
I think. Do you think the VR 2 is going to launch before the PS Now launches?
That's a good question.
That is.
Have you the tech hardware? The hardware for the PSVR 2 is pretty nice. I looked at the specs on that thing, and if you like technology and things like that, it's got some pretty high end specs for it.
The worry that I have is, I think with the specs on it being so high, I worry that this is going to be more enthusiast level and not mass market level like the Oculus Quest 2 is. Because the Quest 2 is a flat like 300. It's pretty reasonable. I actually know some of my family members were like, "Oh, I've been seeing videos about VR and thinking about getting this Oculus Quest 2," which I don't know if you guys knew this, but like the Quest has sold more than the Xbox has this year. If that.
Well, I mean,
they got Facebook to advertise it.
My aunt got it.
But when you have things like a pandemic and COVID, and your governments are locking things down and stuff like that, VR is a great way to get out of your house.
Hey,
if you think about it,
the Oculus
wanted to go to Hawaii. I said, here's the PlayStation 2 VR. Look, you can go to Hawaii. They got a vacation app.
There's been a boost in the Quest 2 for sure, and I don't know if Sony's going for that market right now. I think they, if anything, they should start delving more towards mobile, which with cloud that would be more accessible.
Hasn't Xbox been talking a lot with Facebook? What if
they have a bit?
What if they start working between Xbox and the Quest? That would be an interesting alliance.
Well, I could see it, because Microsoft has stated that Xbox has constantly been asked, "Are you guys going to bring VR to the Xbox?" That was talked about back when the Xbox One X was released, and they said VR is not anywhere. We're not worried about VR at this time. And then when the Series S, Series X came out, they said the same thing. We have no need for VR right now. We're not worried about it. It's not a concern of ours. That was
10 million. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
JD.
Hey,
Dan, VR sold more than the Xbox.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm glad that Xbox worked on the cloud, man. Because right now I'm really enjoying their cloud, and it's for some reason as I play, it looks like it's getting better and better and better. So
It's technology that's what happened. I mean, it's
in the
inevitable.
market.
Technology progresses, and then the VR gets better.
But does Xbox really need to get VR? I mean, shit.
No,
Do they got to
don't think they
cover
need it.
everything?
I mean that's Microsoft's philosophy, but they don't need VR. They could just make an app for it.
What's that?
VR is cool, huh?
You wanted to say something?
Yeah, VR is cool, but I don't think Xbox need VR because if you look, like I watched the Xbox documentary that came out, by the way, Power On. It is an amazing documentary.
I watched the John
strongly
Madden
recommend
one
it
this
for
weekend.
everyone.
Hey, yo,
But,
send me that,
if-
Ray.
But if you look at the documentary, there's an important step of the Xbox they talk about, and it's the release of the Xbox One, where Xbox tried to venture into something that it's not VR, but outside of the core gaming experience. And we're going towards the TV entertainment, like trying to get all of your home entertainment into your console. And they faced a humongous backlash because of that, because people wanted games, and now they were not selling games anymore. They were selling TV shows, they were selling music, they were selling all kind of stuff that's not related to gaming. And the core gamers want a specific experience, which is core gaming, hardcore games. Sit down with your controller, watch your TV, play your games. Even the Kinect, the fact that they bundled the Kinect with the console was part of the backlash because it was increasing the price for something
hated
that
the Kinect.
gamers, actual gamers, didn't want to use. They didn't want to use
Oh,
vocal.
that's exercise. That's what it was. It was exercise. I don't want to exercise. I want to sit my butt on a couch, eat chips, and play video games. That was what it is. I hated the Kinect. It was cool. Don't get me wrong. Technology wise, yeah, that was a cool thing. But when you actually have to stand up and you exercise, I don't want to do that when I'm playing video games. That's not what video games were designed for. There should never have been anything that makes me exercise.
I actually enjoyed the workout app. It got me moving when I had it, and I liked it. But I didn't count that as gaming. It was not part of the gaming experience.
I
think the landscape has changed since then. Like I think everybody, like there's so many gamers, different types of gamers out there that they just want all these, like the Quest 2's selling 10 million. Like when the Kinect was out,
Microsoft, it was on Microsoft's radar. That number was on their radar. They saw that and they're like, oh, well, maybe we should rethink that.
What I'd be interested to see is the amount of games sold per Quest, the amount of hours play on a regular basis by everyone who has it. And it's like, after buying, what is the people's experience? Like, it's all right to buy a unit, but if you don't use it after, it's like, okay, they got sales, but they're not selling the software afterward. It's not a good product you're selling.
Yeah, I do know a few people that I've seen, at least through Facebook, people that I know, they usually only buy a couple titles, Beat Saber and like Fruit. They get like
that
Fruit
game's
and
stupid.
Ninja VR and stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of like really weird, cheesy games that I've noticed people getting, but I think that's kind of because it's like a casual audience.
Yeah, I want the horror games, man. The fact that the horror games.
The fact that the Quest 2 is like it's wireless, which I think was super smart because that's the biggest inconvenience about, like, I have the Oculus Rift and like the wires are annoying.
I tripped over my PlayStation wires and fell into.
But they also took the next step with the Quest, and the Quest 2 is the Oculus. The nice thing was though that they still gave the option to use that and hook it up to your PC with the link cable that they had, so you could still. It was I didn't understand when they did that, and they're like, "Why is that with his hat and beard?"
Green Arrow.
Yeah.
No comment.
I will say VR is a good venture, but I think the biggest venture right now is mobile gaming, and the way that Xbox is pushing with their where they're making it easier to put touch controls on games through the cloud is 100% the smarter move. Just because there's billions of mobile gamers out there. There's a lot of
Okay,
people
well, I will agree with that, Paul.
who
I'll agree
don't
with
have
that.
gaming PCs. They just have a mobile phone that they game on, and in my opinion,
Well, I
that
mean,
is a very smart move.
but you're exactly right with the whole mobile gaming thing. Why that's exactly why Google is bringing the Google Play games to the PC. It's the exact reason. It's to bring their mobile games, but part of that is also because Microsoft decided to partner up with Amazon and bring the App Store. So they said, "Well, screw that. We'll create a Windows 10, Windows 11 app so you can use your Google Play." Because if you read like Reddit and some of these other places, there are a lot of people that already figured out how to put the Google Play Store onto that. So Google just did the next step is just basically bringing their mobile games. So this was never, and I backtracked my statements prior from the Game Awards on this, and I made that perfectly clear that I made a mistake because I didn't read. They made an announcement, and as I read more into it, this is to compete with Amazon and the Amazon App Store being on Windows 11.
I wanted to say with the Rouster comment about separating exercising, tell that to Ring Fit Adventure. I mean that thing sold pretty well for the Switch, and I'll have it too. I have it too. It'll kick your ass.
Ray, do you have? I do want to know, since you got the PSVR, do you have Nintendo's VR headset?
To add to
for
that
the Switch?
Hell no. No.
But to add to that point, well, just coming back to something I said earlier about the Kinect, like you want to keep the gaming and the exercising separate. It's pretty much what I said earlier with the Kinect, that you had the exercise app that I did enjoy, but I did not consider that gaming. It was workout. Just having the convenience of your console that allows you to do it.
Come on, Vet. I'm sending this to you, dude. And I'm gonna sing
some of the fitness.
Come on, Vet. Come on.
I'm old. I got brittle knees. I don't need no.
I think the closest one, actually, there's a few I think that are really good games that are also VR games.
I mean, you could highlight Rouster's comment again. I like seeing people when they post in the chat, they agree with me.
Lone Echo, Half-Life Alyx,
yes,
and Beat Saber to me is a really good, just a fun game. And granted, you do use a lot of exercise playing the Beat Saber, but
I was sweating like a hog playing that.
I have Iron Man on my PS. I got Iron Man on my PS4, and I just fly around. I sit in my chair and I just fly around.
My kids wanted to use my Quest when I had that, and after I played Beat Saber, and they put it on and they took it right off and said, I was like, what's wrong with it? I mean, part of it was there was like a puddle in there from all the sweat that I had produced playing that game. I'm like, you asked, hey, that's now. I will say there are some fun stuff when it comes to VR, because I did try the Darth Vader, the Star Wars Darth Vader thing, and I'm sorry, that was pretty cool to stand face to face with Darth Vader, and then get called an idiot by my wife because I was cussing out Darth Vader and talking like Luke Skywalker and Yoda. So.
Yeah, I was at the Microsoft store, or the Microsoft campus when I was stationed in Washington, and I went there and they had Beat Saber up on the VR. It was pretty fun.
We say that, but we know we'll all be sitting. If we could have Xboxes lined up, we'd all be sitting there with doing our LAN party with Halo Infinite.
They did VR Halo. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Does anybody know where Ray is? I haven't seen him for weeks.
Could be fun, but it's a different experience, because going in VR in those kind of games, you cannot play as a long session as you're doing on the screen. It's kind of too immersive to the point where it's tiring for your eyes, and I don't know.
It's
it.
definitely
Would
not
be
a binge
interesting.
game where you play 8 hours straight type deal.
Right.
Because I did have the
Trying to escape.
PlayStation VR, and it's like you play like 2 hours, you take a break in the middle, and it's like, okay,
Sweat. My
away.
eyes are sweat. I remember playing Resident Evil 7 and running from Daddy in the house. That was very horrifying. And I was getting sick and dizzy too. And I remember after that game, I was just like sweating and tired and sick.
See, I don't like this. I don't want to
Look,
sweat
Nick,
when I'm
tell
playing
them
video
it's not
games.
too immersive. It's not too immersive.
Yeah, it's
They
not
is.
really the word I'm looking for.
But I don't want to have to sweat when I'm playing
You're
games.
in the
That's
world.
awful.
You already sweat when you play games. You're spitting and sweating and
Because you're kind of in another reality while you're playing that game. But
I walked into that one.
Yeah.
it's hard to explain. Like
Yeah.
you don't want to, like Maker Chaos was saying, you don't want to spend like 8 hours playing the VR games. Like,
Yeah.
Well, I will say,
I can sit down. That'll be.
if we switch away from VR, Stadia just announced their day 3 of their what is it, the 12-day celebration thing. They just
Yay.
posted. They tweeted out day 3 features the arrival of Spiritfarer Farewell Edition. I didn't. Apparently, you can play it now if you click the link on their tweet. So I don't know anything about it, but
Wait, didn't that come out like on Tuesday though?
probably I don't pay attention to anything. Look, I'm just the messenger. I don't. I don't get paid to know those things. Look, I don't. I just get paid to announce the stuff. I don't get paid to know if anything was
What the hell?
released earlier. That shit's above my pay grade.
What is it? Jackie and diarrhea update? What is that?
I don't know these things. You're asking stuff above my pay grade. You got to go to my boss, doctor. Tell him what it is.
it's the Spirit Farewell Edition. Basically, they added DLC to the game, and it's just released on Stadia now. Or
look, we're just talking games. I mean, if we want to
What,
switch
Meg?
to where there's,
I'll be a good girl. What is going on?
I'm not even gonna. I'm not even responding to that.
On the 3rd day of Christmas, Stadia gave to me.
Oh man.
I'm gonna skip anything that because I opened. I opened up.
Look at his cheeks turning all red and rosy like Santa Claus.
I got a gig to go to in about 20 minutes, man. I'm late. Just kidding.
Oh,
I gotta get my costume on.
It's a quote from Resident Evil. Yeah. That's. Yeah.
Oh my!
I know it is. I know that was a.
You should know that quote,
the
right?
Resident Evil 7.
Did you assume she was? I'm not even going. Nope. I'm going to shut my mouth because I'm going to say something. I'm going to say something I'm going to regret.
It's a quote.
So I just looked it up.
Sure.
The spirit.
Oh my God!
Don't leave.
No, don't
Ray,
leave.
Ray, I'm putting you in a timeout.
Don't leave.
Jesus.
I did want to clarify the Spiritfarer Farewell Edition released on Monday.
It did release.
Well, I don't.
Yep.
You know what I did see that released today was Mist is on Amazon Luna.
Yep.
Mist and Judgment.
Judgment.
Well, and they added Spirit Lucky's Big Adventures on their family channel, and on the Ubisoft Plus channel, it was Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. So if you want to play if you want to have a bloody good time, go play Blood Dragon on the Ubisoft Plus channel.
Yeah, so there's some video footage there of those games, but
I love that they start off with the family friendly and then just lead you right into all of the violent games.
Yeah. How else?
Did you notice that? Look, they start off with Spirit family friendly and then bam, with a knife. Guys,
Judgment, Miss. Okay, that's family friendly.
Look, man, I'm not trashing Miss. I'm going to be doing a first look on that because I remember playing that on my Windows 95 computer. God, my gateway.
I know.
It's really layered like an Oreo cookie. Like you got Far Cry 3 that's super crispy, violent. Then Spirit, super smooth. and then it goes into Judgment. That's like super brutal actions. Like it's an Oreo.
I know whoever put that trailer together needs a high five because that is spectacular.
Just look at the emojis too. You know, you got the little horsey, and then you got the.
I mean, come on, they are spot on with that. But no, I'm not. I will not trash Myst. That is my favorite. One of my favorites.
Hey,
old.
Love that game.
It's one of my mom's favorites. I actually enjoyed it. It's a very complex puzzle game, and I'm staring my face right now. I'm in just a big Mr. Cloud Nation TV. It's my head. This is my head.
I just noticed that. That's our mascot up there above me.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we're gonna leave Myst stuff.
That was a missed opportunity.
I didn't always like to kill. I didn't always have the urge to kill. No, what it is the reason Doc's got that like that right now is because he's eating.
You guys don't know, but I'm picking my nose right now.
Nasty.
Oh my
He
God.
put it in his mouth, folks. He put it in his mouth.
No way, that's one of your favorite. There's no people to kill.
I wasn't always a stone cold killer. I mean, I may come across that way, but let me see. I know I've got a few other.
I got some exclusive. I got some exclusive behind the scenes stuff.
I was going to say the only other stuff that I've been tweeting out was a few things from Apple Arcade that I will do a first look at because there's one that's their Disney game that's coming out. Disney's Pixar's Melee Mania because it's a 3v3 on multiplayer game where you basically get 3 Disney characters or Pixar characters to battle it out. And then the only other one that I had been interested in that I made a comment that I'll do a first look at is Nickelodeon's Extreme Tennis.
Hey, look, I got an exclusive first look at Xbox, some behind the scenes photos.
Oh, I thought
I'm sharing it right now.
Is it a Sony logo?
No. Is it?
Oh, I thought you were just.
I'm trying to share.
Are you allowed to share that?
Probably not. Probably edit it. It says stop sharing
Okay,
screen.
Yeah, I just saw it there.
Oh.
Xbox Research Building 92. Wait, is it going to be some not safe for...
You got 92 research buildings?
Ooh.
I got that Xbox in my basement.
Oh, the adaptive controller. Nice.
That is a big win for Microsoft, by the way. The adaptive controller.
Oh,
The
yeah.
amount of...
Yeah, I applaud that. That is awesome because I know I have a lot of friends that are disabled vets that use that.
The fact that you can plug in each basically button on the back.
Oh,
Their Xbox control. Man, I remember breaking my Xbox controller like that. It's over Call of Duty and Madden. Memories.
It's like a store.
Some swag gear.
Did they send you all of this?
That was my trip when I was in.
That's a controller for Andre the Giant.
There it is. We want a big old Xbox.
That's that. Is that 8K controller? Oh man, it looks great.
Awesome photos, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I can't wait to get my Xbox tattoo.
Hey, did we announce though that there's no wait list anymore for the GeForce RTX 3080 tier?
Loaded already. I was coming.
Awesome. I was waiting.
$200 a year RTX 3080 in the cloud is ditching the waitlist today. And
now
both models of the Shield TV are $20 off.
I will say I've heard that there were people that were having questions about it because what if you're on the pre-order list? It actually tells you if you pre-ordered it and yours is still waiting, cancel your pre-order and then just re-sign up and you still get your if you are a founder, you will still get your founder's discount.
So yeah, it's now available. If you want it, go get it. I don't know if
so. What we're saying is, everyone go get it now. Well, not now. After the show, go get it.
Well, the future is now. So
literally, they did drop some more games too. One of them is not available yet, which I am pissed about because I want to showcase it because I watched the trailer and it looked fantastic. It was called. What the hell was it called?
There's Forewarned that dropped. There was Inscription, One Hand Clapping, and
I'm not even discuss that one. That one I didn't even look at it because the name alone scared me.
Yeah, how do you clap with one hand?
No, there was one they originally. I don't know if it got removed, but it was originally called Crack Pet Show. And I looked it up on. I had to look it up on Steam.
What?
Crack Pet Show.
Oh my god! I hold on. Let me look. Let me get the link for it. Crack Pet.
Oh man!
Oh my god! The trailer for it is fantastic.
Is it a simulator game of like?
No,
is it safe to show this? Somebody vet.
No, it's fantastic.
Somebody vet real quick.
No, it's not like we're not showing off. We're not showing guns on here. I swear to God. But you got lit. It's.
Oh yeah, I thought that one was supposed to be added.
Like,
I was supposed to. I saw it. It's like, oh my god.
It's a twin stick.
I saw this. I was like, oh my god, I have to stream this. I don't even know what the hell was going on. It was just like animals and death. It's like Super Animal Royale on drugs.
It's a roguelike shoot 'em up.
Oh man.
Okay. Oh. I was sold on it. All I saw was guns, animals, and blood. I was like, all right, I'm good. Let's do it. And it's not available yet. But it also isn't early access. I was just like.
So yeah, that's a game that's now on.
Holtz, are you trying to use Ubisoft?
Jeff,
because there's no sign-in for Ubisoft anymore.
Controller on the Shield TV gives you the smallest mouse pointer and a few useless screens.
If you're using Ubisoft on the Shield, make sure it's updated to the latest app version.
If you're using the Shield TV, you can also use mouse and keyboard, by the way.
Who's got time for that?
It is possible to connect it to the Shield TV. It works really well.
Who's got time for that?
Sometimes faster than using a controller to put in your sign-in.
True. Yeah, but I mean, but like I said, if you have updated your apps, there's no longer an issue with Ubisoft because that now syncs. Your account will get synced to it, so then it automatically loads up the games for you. And for those of us that had that and had to log into our account, then wait and do the damn 2FA, wait for your security code to get sent to you, this is a freaking lifesaver.
Yeah, you can now link your Ubisoft account right here with the Epic Games and the Steam account, so you don't have to log in every time you
now, if they can put EA there and I'll be in 2K, maybe we can get that on there. I'll be happy.
It's gonna
just
be
put Origin. If you can just give me Origin, I'm good with that. I don't need a 2K login. I mean, maybe I'll play if they could get me NBA 2K23 next year. But if GeForce Now doesn't have NBA 2K23, I'll play it on Apple Arcade.
2K just need to be free to play 2K forever. DC.
I'm
waiting for EA to bring out their baseball game and their bring me back NBA Live.
I got it on football, right? It's actually pretty good. It's pretty good on Xbox.
So part of the like we always check at patents that are dropping specifically for PlayStation because we've been covering PlayStation for a while and they drop a ton of patents for a bunch of tech. They're all pointing lately at one thing. It's cloud gaming. It's coming for sure. And there's a new patent that dropped. Like not too long ago, I know that we talked about it on the show. That they talked about stacking CPUs depending on the demand. Like if a game has too much resources going on the screen, that it'll use other computing units just to take a bit of the slack from that and for the games to run better. But now they dropped, and we did talk about the fact that the patents actually looks like the videos that was done a bunch ago by Stadia to show exactly the same thing that I think Stadia never patented it. Sony did a patent on it. And now there's another patent that dropped for basically there's one about backward compatibility, but there was another one that basically they were going to stack multiple computer unit to run games on higher settings, and it's specifically for PS5 games that are exploring it. And they've made a patent for that, which again, I'm talking about Stadia here because this is something we've seen Stadia use, stacking multiple blades together to be able to run games like Cyberpunk 2077, for example, which we know they were doing. They were stacking multiple Stadia instances together so that you could play that game, and that's why it ran so well compared to the competition, because it had more power pushing it. And it's also one of the reasons why we've seen some engines having difficulty with Stadia. I'm trying to remember the name of that specific engine. I think Rust canceled their port to Stadia because they were not able to stack units together to power the game. They were limited to one instance of Stadia, and they couldn't run their game properly because of that. But it's a tag they had at Stadia that Sony just put a patent on. So they're pushing a lot. We can see like some of the folks from Stadia did join Sony over with Haven. There's a lot of talk going on. So it's very interesting to see what is going on that front. Any comments on this?
I just read your comment.
That NFTs?
No, not that one. Let me tag Dismalin.
Yeah.
Oh,
when it came up with it read on like Stadia
Yeah.
small
Farewell
game
Edition.
avatar with Stadia Farewell Edition. What?
Oh man.
Oh shit!
Probably,
I don't, folks. I don't condone that comment at all. I may laugh at it, but I don't condone it. Please don't attack me.
Stadia probably shouldn't be promoting games that are about dying. Especially since the theme is.
I don't know anything.
Oh man.
It's a good game though. I played it on Game Pass.
Does it have puzzles?
You'll hate it.
Okay, that answers my question. It has puzzles.
Yeah, I
it's
wanna
stupid
try
then,
it.
folks. No, it's stupid, guys. It's dumb. It has puzzles.
It's an adorable game.
Doesn't miss
If
that.
it has, if a game has puzzles, it is not. No, it's not even worth trying. Then that shouldn't even be on anybody's radar. If it has puzzles, it is by far going to be one of the stupidest games ever.
Your games are like Halo, where it's like the puzzle is how do I put my fist into your face?
Yeah. What's the best way of making that guy dead?
Well, you would think that would be. Wouldn't that be the concept in Siege? Yet I'm terrible at Siege.
Vet.
No, you're
this is
not.
one giant puzzle.
You're not terrible at Siege. You can play snowballs, right? They're doing snowball fights. Can you do a snowball
I'm still
fight?
gonna be. Yeah, no, I haven't even tried that mode, and I'll probably still lose.
No.
Do you know my average kill
You're in
to death
Minnesota,
ratio?
No.
That's
Don't you have snowball fights in Minnesota?
that's because
You don't
Vet
go
is a
outside
real-
in Minnesota in the winter.
That's because Vet is a real trooper. So, like in Star Wars fashion, he can't hit anything.
That sounds
Fuck
fair.
that Star Wars. Oh my god! Don't even talk about that game. Oh, I fucking hate that game too.
What, Fallen Order?
Yeah, that's the only. I quit. I canceled my entire stream without saying 40 minutes into it. I didn't even say goodbye. I was so pissed at that game because I couldn't figure it out. All I did is I just went over and I hit end. I literally just ended the stream mid-stream because I couldn't deal with that game. I've never gotten that raged out before.
Gonk has
Okay, I actually have, but it's been a while.
Game now.
I have raged out that way, but I broke a disc one time, and then I threw an Xbox out the window, so I have gone down that path.
Crow said, I'm a little concerned that this is the second time I've agreed with Vet tonight. Puzzle games are bad. Video games should involve moving. Don't agree too much with Vet. It's a dangerous path.
It's dangerous, folks.
You were saying, Maker? Sorry.
Yeah. Has anyone tried 9 to 5 on Stadia or GFN?
I played it. I opened it, and then I closed it.
I froze. I tried it 3 times.
Tried it.
I actually won 3 of my things that I was supposed to do. Then on the 4th one, I froze. I couldn't move my gun and I couldn't shoot, and I was pissed off. So I said, you know what? Let me try it again. So then I tried playing it again, and I fucking froze again. So I said, you know what? Until they fix it, optimize or whatever they got to do, then I'll get into it.
I opened it up. I jumped into a match, and then I quit the game. And I used Alt F4 because it was terrible.
Yeah.
I played it for about an hour, and I felt it was a bit clunky. And I mean, it is early access, but
I know it's alpha, so
yeah,
it's alpha. So I get it. I understand.
All right, pull up Meg's comment about it because she did do a first look at it.
Working 9 to 5.
9 to 5 is great. Not the best performance on Stadia, but according to devs, they were working on it. Should be improved next week's GFN 3080. Oh baby, it's smooth as butter.
Yeah, I have played it on both. I wanted to try it out. It definitely plays a lot smoother on GFN, at least on my 3080 tier. I don't know if it's just because it's less latency and it runs cleaner. But it definitely has a long way to go to kind of differentiate itself, because there are a lot of these free-to-play multiplayer shooter games. And especially with Halo out now, it's hard for, like, because I've been playing Halo so much, it's like going from like one of those top tier shooting games to there's a staunch difference, you know.
It's early access, free to play, so keep that in mind. But I'm having.
Well, yeah, that's the key right there. The fact that it's early access, you should automatically know there's going to be some kind of issues.
You know what?
It has a lot of work.
If she says it's smooth as butter, I'm gonna try it on GFN tonight. I'll try it.
Well, I will agree. I did a first look at it on GFN. That was one of the games that I did a first look at, and I actually had several kills in that game, so I approve of it. If I can get kills, then it's a good game. If I suck at it, then it's trash.
You know what? The squid killed me. I know I was playing and I got killed, and I looked at the name and it was Squid. So shout out to Squid. You popped me in my head, bro. Shout out to Squids. He shot me.
What up, Squid?
We get some more people to get Wreckfest on GFN though.
Is Wreckfest crossplay?
Yeah.
There you go.
But just wanted to sound this like it's good to have a PvP free-to-play shooter on the cloud. There's awesome that if this game's on there, but I know there is also on the way.
I wanted to say I recommend Splitgate. Splitgate
is an excellent.
Dude, I love Splitgate. I could play that all day.
Yeah. And I would pick that one over 9 to 5 every day.
I would. I'm actually good at Splitgate.
One that's coming in the future. We still don't have a date, but X Defiant. I played it local on my PC. It's not yet in the cloud, but that game was in pre-alpha and was already excellent.
Splitgate feels like a fake game.
I hate when I come out of a portal, I get shot instantly, you know?
I don't have that problem. Y'all are just terrible gamers then. I average like 10 to 15 kills.
You telling me you rage in every damn game. Be quiet.
The rage fuels my ability to win. Except in Siege, because that game is dumb.
The thing I have is there's everything that 9 to 5 offers, it's already been in games. It just feels like a indie reskin of a lot of elements that we've already seen before. Stuff like Splitgate, where there's portals that adds more to the element. It's a whole new strategic element that they've added with it. Is quite refreshing. Similarly with Halo, the new guns, the new just the new feel of Halo. Grapple hook, deflector. Like I love the deflector. It's so much fun. Knocking people off the edge of the map is just the best thing ever. And so I it's hard for me to put 9 to 5 up against even like Splitgate, because to me it doesn't bring anything new or exciting.
And yeah, Halo, in my opinion, like okay, I'm biased. I really love this game, but it is the most. I'm looking for the right word here. It is very cleaned up, very well polished game that they released with Halo Infinite multiplayer. It performs so great, and I know on PC I had some issues. The game actually crashed on me. I got the Series S mostly for Halo, and it's performing so well. It is an absolute jam how it plays. And
shout out to Dismal. He told me about the canary on the edge. I slapped that on there for a little bit of just nice little clarity. And oh my God. Damn.
Canary on the edge?
Yes. Microsoft Edge, they have the canary. It's a clarity.
Oh yeah. For xCloud, yeah.
Oh my God, man. It's just plays so good. So good.
I actually got it.
And the grapple is life, Dismal. And if I ever play on multiplayer, I'm gonna grapple your head, pull you closer to me, and then poof.
Oh yeah, the grapple is amazing. There's so many functionalities you can do with it.
Hold on, I'll let you finish. Well, while we're reading that, Chargers are up over Kansas City.
14-10. Dude, that will be a hell of an upset if KC loses, man. Herbert ran in for a touchdown. Herbert. Man, that's how I feel. I've been burned out in the past. So many.
I'll tell you what it feels like. 9 to 5 feels like Warface to me. If you've ever played Warface,
oh yeah,
yes, I played that.
Yeah,
it's kind of like a Call of Duty knockoff.
Wow,
mobile version.
Maker of Chaos Destroyer.
I'm just gonna be honest. There's a lot
like
of
it is,
things to
man.
work on.
No, you know what? I have to agree with Chaos, man. And I mean, but like I said,
I want it to do better, and that's why I'm harsh with it.
But it's an alpha game, so I'll give it a chance. But honestly, he's right. You know, it's like, what else is it bringing? You know, I agree. I agree, and I usually don't agree with Chaos, but I agree with him on this. Woo! Look at that.
Just wanted to show like the canary that has the clarity boost on it.
Are we transitioning to talking about Xbox?
We can talk about it a little bit.
They brought a large slew of games for today.
Yeah, they did it.
Which is interesting. I wanted to talk about that. When they did their Game Pass games announcement, all the games that they announced were dropping today and not next week. So that leads me to believe that we're going to get
more.
The next 2 weeks of games they're probably going to announce on Tuesday.
Yeah, Xbox right now is going strong. They've been on a roll, and they've been doing things right to get a public opinion on their side. So yeah, I get a lot of latency, so it's not really usable, but it's a lot clearer to look at compared to like the app experience. But then, like right now, enable clarity boost. Like it,
you might not be able to tell with you're basically taking compression and then more compression because we're streaming it.
But
there's a definite
I can
difference.
see it on the screen that's capturing. I don't know if you guys can see the difference. Like if you're reading around here, like where it says service manual, me personally, I can see a big difference just in the lettering, how sharp it is. So without it is muddy. When I enable it, it becomes crisp. Like I can see the reading. I don't know if it's too small.
I mean, shout out to Microsoft for getting for implementing that feature. I just say shout out to Microsoft for getting that feature implemented. Even it's still early. Obviously, if you have to install the Canary edition of Edge, if you have to have the Canary version installed,
I was able to see it. It's got fuzz.
Yeah, you can see the a little bit there.
Fuzz
Yeah.
goes away.
It's much clearer. Like this is definitely more playable. So the only issue I've got here is the latency right now.
Oh,
Like
dude,
I'm
I love
playing.
when you're fighting up against the enemies and you can hear the voices and hear them talk and hear them when you're killing them. I mean, this game, oh my god, it's just it's a good game, man. It's really good.
Nice.
That's the one complaint I have with xCloud right now. Like when you play on browser, it looks great, but the latency, you can definitely feel it. At least for me, once they narrow that down, get the streaming tech a little bit better to where it reduces latency. I think they've got a fantastic product or service on their hands.
Because if I'm to compare it to,
Because the game they have is great. Like the Gunk was I was enjoying that. There's a lot of they even have a game awards nominated section where it shows all the games that got nominated for Game
Ooh,
of the
what
Year.
did you do right there?
what?
You should.
That's within the Xbox app on the PC.
Oh, okay.
So I just want to compare my experience.
Man, you need to come over to USA, man. The xCloud, good lord.
We'll sneak you across the border.
Yeah.
I might actually get a surprise.
I mean, Ray will. I won't.
But
Bet would tell,
generally,
though.
I look at the browser.
What?
I get a lot of latency, but it's
You can just
looking
come down to
somewhat
Minnesota.
good.
I mean, we're basically Canada. I mean, I'm not, but the rest of the state is.
Oh, man.
But if I compare it to the PC app, it's already looking a tiny bit better than it used to. But you'll see latency is lower in the app.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
over here becomes unplayable. Like this is my.
Oh my
experience.
god, I can't even
Yeah.
look at that. Oh, can we look? Can you turn on the PlayStation, please? That's making my eyes hurt. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Like,
I might have to
not
go.
too much
I might have to wash
movement,
my eyes and go look at some.
and
Hold on, let me look at a Sony
what?
image real quick.
In the words of
Right.
Meg, what the F is happening?
Yeah, what's going on?
yeah,
What we doing
that's.
Oh
the
my god, so much
Xbox
better. I just
app
looked up
for,
PlayStation games instead. Oh, so better, so much better.
Yeah,
I don't
you need
I
the
don't have
Edge
that problem,
Canary.
folks. I don't have that problem.
The Edge
I
Canary.
mean, it's you know what it is. It's
the Edge logo with a small can over here. That's
Yeah.
for Canary and not Canada. So
it's you need the Canadian Edge browser. You need the one that's got that extra edge.
You know what? I'm not even gonna.
You know what
lie.
game though I'm looking
Download
forward
it.
to? If I had a
What?
PlayStation 5, the one game I would really like to play on it is Prince of Persia, the new one that they're remastering.
I would.
I got worried. I thought when I downloaded it, I thought it was like, oh no, I downloaded the wrong browser. I downloaded a browser for Canada. That's what I thought when I saw the CAN. That I honestly thought that's what it was, and I actually deleted it.
You know what though,
and
Mick?
redid it again.
She said she straight up vet raged. I tried to copyright that so I could get paid every time someone said that.
Look,
it's a browser you use to search for maple and hockey.
Like maple syrup? I'm down with that. I love maple syrup.
Hey, they got the best maple syrup, dude.
Just like syrup and pancakes and waffles.
yeah.
Syrup on
have-
bacon.
They got the best.
Canada, I think, has 95% or something like that, or 98% of maple syrup production in the world. Quebec, one of the province, has 80% of the worldwide productions. It's mostly in one province that comes all the maple syrup. So yeah, I love.
Okay, let's switch topics because I don't want to start
Hey, somebody
talking
take me
about.
to Tim Horton Donuts. You know, that's on my bucket list.
All right, can we let's just switch? We're not here to talk about freaking food. Talking about games.
I'm hungry too. Come on, man.
What about
we got free healthcare, but that's another matter.
Hey, we don't just- I got free healthcare.
You know,
what about Forspoken?
Did I speak out of turn?
No,
Yeah, go ahead.
what's going on?
Are we talking about?
I'm just
Forspoken? They
referencing
came out.
Meg's message about Forspoken.
Yes.
Forspoken.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Forspoken, man. That's gonna be the dope.
They've shown more
I'm
about
sorry,
Forspoken,
dude, but it's
including
all
more
about
characters.
Hellblade 2. Hellblade 2.
And you saw that cloud logo on there, right?
Hellblade
Did you play Hellblade 1?
2.
I've played the first one a bit. Like it, but it's like some of the because it's a bunch of puzzles. The way you play the game, you have fights against bosses.
Bunch of
Then
puzzles. There we
You
go.
have puzzles, but it's not
And
my
why?
kind of puzzles where you have to think.
Why do they have to have
It's a
puzzles in
puzzle
them,
where you
though?
have to find
To
a
make you
visual
think, Vet,
cue.
to use your
Yeah.
brain.
That's stupid. That's not what games are invented for.
Playing Hellblade 1 right now. So I enjoy it, but there's some of the puzzles which I find hard, not because it's too hard to solve, but because they ask you to find elements in the environment and you're thinking, it's going to be this. Then it's something totally random you would never have thought of that you find out of coincidence.
That's what I wanted to look up.
So
It's interesting. Well, because like it's all about kind of cues and things because these invoke emotion through the character, and that's the whole point of you trying to the puzzle solving the rune. It'll look like a rune that you're trying to find or piece together, and it kind of creates that thing in our mind and creates it into reality. It's great audio design, and I think visuals were really well done for the game, and I hope to see similar with this. And I'm hoping they got a bigger budget for this one and more people because I believe only like 16 people worked on the first game, which is crazy. It was definitely not a lot of people. I'll have to check on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Ninja Theory, the studio.
Yeah,
Yep.
Ninja Theory.
Yeah,
This is a
that's
good
the thing.
studio.
Sometimes, like some of the puzzles, it's not asking you to think; it's just asking you to look around for the cue, and some are really not
Chaos, you
easy
should
to
help
find.
him out, man. Because that's all he does. He beats games, folks.
I do beat a lot of games.
He beats a lot of games.
I'm at 98 right now.
See, that's what we like to do. See, me and Maker, man, beat these games, man.
JD, what's the last game you beat, JD?
The last game I beat was It Takes Two, which was
I thought you were going to say like
years
Power
ago.
Rangers or Avengers.
Yeah,
I beat Avengers. I beat Marvel's Avengers.
The last, I beat so many games I don't even remember what the last one I beat. I beat Zombie because I was doing the
Doc,
HC.
have you tried to use GFN lately? Since the new server was turned on, has the performance improved for you?
I tried the Montreal server when it was it kind of came on out of nowhere, and they shut it back down. Performance was not ideal on it. I haven't tried it yet since because they just turned it on 2 days ago.
Yeah, I think when I shot you a message when they just flipped it back on. I wonder if they were working something was getting worked on while they turned it off to turn it and then got it back running.
Yeah, it was still in preparation.
I wanted to just
There you go, Mig.
Chaos wants to clear up something.
I wanted to clarify. The original Hellblade was made by 20 people. So
20.
Yep.
That's awesome.
I've seen games made by one person.
And
they were just
keep in mind that's in comparison to It Takes Two, the Game of the Year winner, which had 65 employees for Hazelight.
Mm-hmm.
So, are any of you guys gonna get Boosteroid? Because it's getting ready. They just tweeted that it's getting ready to come to the USA. I just signed up. I didn't. I signed up. And
is it free? Because if it costs money, I can't keep affording all these damn things, man.
Well, right now it's just Euro, but it's getting ready to come to the USA. There's no.
When it comes to the USA, if it's $0, then I will get it.
They do have some free games. They got some free games.
I'll stick with oh yeah, GTA 5 was on there. I did see that as well.
I have a feeling once Boosteroid picks up with users that a lot of these games are probably gonna get knocked off the service. Because I think Xbox games are on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's like GFN. You buy the games on Steam, Epic, and then play them in the cloud. I already see why, but I don't want to do that then because I already have. That's what I have GFN for.
Yeah, but GFN doesn't have GTA 5.
I can guess what? You know what? You know what? What GFN has? They have Watchdog 2. They have Watchdog 3. Guess what? That's GTA 5. The way I play it, that's GTA 5 for me. I can go to London, then I can go to San Francisco. I don't need Grand Theft Auto 5. I wouldn't play it anyways. The only thing people play Grand Theft Auto 5 for is the online mode. I'm not going to waste my time on that because I have better things to do, like kill people in other games.
But how many platforms can you play GTA 5 on?
For me, 0, because I don't have any platform that I'm going to play that on. That would require me to buy that game, which I don't want to do. I already own it on a couple of platforms when it was given away for free, which tells me... I got it on Epic. I think I have it on Steam as well. So I guess, I already have it available, but I'm not going to play it.
Yeah, I just tested out for answering the question earlier for the Canadian server. It's actually
Sleeping Dogs.
It's actually bringing me up to the U.S. Northeast server because it's closer for me compared to Montreal, which with U.S. Northeast it gives me 29 latency, and the Montreal server, it's close to 50. Like it's way too high. It'll make too much of a difference.
I don't know what server I'm on. I don't pay attention to that
50,
stuff.
But I'm getting 38, which is much higher. So that's why.
As long as the games work for me, I don't know, because I see all kinds of crap that people posted, like with GFN. Oh, this stuff never works for me, and they have all these issues. I'm like, well, I don't know what you guys are doing because I stream that stuff all the time, and I don't have any problems.
I have no problems with I don't have problems, honestly, with nobody. Nobody.
Neither do I. Like, I don't understand that. Like, I see the Reddit posts. I see all these things. I'm like, my God, I'm glad nobody asks me technical questions. One, I understand why they don't because they know that I ain't going to be able to give them an answer. But two, I don't have issues, so I don't have the need to respond like, oh my God, let me type up all why this game doesn't work. The only thing I have a problem with is losing.
And puzzles.
Fuck puzzles.
To be fair, I'm in Atlantic Canada, and the only cloud service I've had problem with is xCloud. Even Luna works here. When
Luna runs smooth for me.
I had Luna for 2 weeks, and it was buttery smooth experience over here.
In the words of Megatron, all these platforms, for me, are all buttery smooth. Butter.
Well, Ray, you're in California. You're in Silicon Valley, so we don't even count you.
Yeah, it's like for you, cloud gaming is gaming local.
GFN works great.
Literally, you look out your window. Hey, can you tell them to bump up the internet for me?
Shadow works fine. But like I said, that's me, and I know other people. Like Kevin can't get fiber where he lives. He lives around the corner. And they can't give him fiber, but I can get fiber because of where the area, where he's at. They can't run it through, but they can run it through.
Witcher 3's on GFN though too.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
This I actually
run on that 3080.
It's very pretty.
Does Boosteroid have a 3080? No, it doesn't.
1080. They got it. 1080.
What's the FPS? What kind of FPS will I get though on Boosteroid? Will it be 120? Because if it's not 120, I can't do it.
They have a question thing where the people ask.
If it's not 120 or better, I don't want it. It's not worth it. I can't downgrade. I mean, come on now. That's like asking me to play a game in 30 FPS. I can't do that.
I can say Dismal. The folks over at GeForce Now knows that people want GTA 5. I can confirm that they know it. It's a highly.
They also know that people want NBA games and they want a baseball game and other things. That's not Super Mega Baseball. Yeah, it's up to the developers, and the developers are mostly buttholes that don't care.
Well,
which is weird because if you would because they're about money, and if you added your services to GFN, certain ones like Grand Theft Auto or things, people have to go buy your stupid game to play it on the platform that they want. So why would you not make it available everywhere? That's just more money that you're getting then, because people are going to go, oh shit, let me buy it there. And because if Grand Theft Auto 5 was on every platform, you would buy it on every platform. There would be people that, oh my God, why I have to, isn't it cross-play? I have to buy it on every platform. As they're buying it, they're going to complain about it. That's like saying, well, I wouldn't do that, but you're the same person that bought Grand Theft Auto on 3 different PlayStations.
The reason behind that is that cloud gaming has opened a new world of exclusivity, and exclusivity is a very expensive currency. It is corporate deals. Like, yeah, GTA 5 has been released on everything, but then bringing GTA 5 in the cloud so that you can play it on any phone, any tablet, any small business laptop or school laptops, that you can play it in the cloud. If one company can sign that deal and keep it, Xbox currently has that deal. Is it still on there, or did they pull it out?
No, they got rid of it.
Okay,
they had it for a bit, but they let it go. So, but that shows you, and I tested it out.
How much
it ran crappy, but once the series, that was before the Series X blades were up. When they upgraded the system, then it ran perfect. It was not. There wasn't any issues.
They got it for what, 6 months on there? How much money did Rockstar make to agree to put that game for 6? It's probably more than the purchases that would have been done, because this is a door smasher. It's bringing people into service. So, because that game is now super cheap, it's like you can buy it for $15, but you're saying to someone you can play GTA 5 without any downloads, any updates. You can bring it on your mobile, on your tablet. You can play it directly on your TV without a box. That's very compelling. That's bringing some people through the door, because people are familiar with GTA 5. People want to play GTA Online. So if you're bringing that to the cloud and it's got an exclusivity tag on it, you're paying a big price for that exclusivity.
It says, is it skipping for you guys the audio?
The audio is skipping? Anyone else getting audio skips? Or?
I mean, I'm not. It's probably because I wasn't talking.
It's probably because Meg lives in a backwater place that's far from civilization.
Oh man,
I live in the hills too. I don't have nothing around me.
Right where she lives. It's fine now.
See, as soon as I started talking, everything was fine. Bet to the
I missed that one. It's the only place in the area I know that has limitations, like they ran out of the cabling or something. Oh yeah, the uploads are from the Series X. Yeah, Series X is looking pretty good, by the way, and Series S as well. But videos of the Series X are pretty solid. So,
did I read somebody was asking? They were. Oh yeah. Paul said, "No, I'm still surprised Rockstar hasn't brought GTA 5 on the Switch yet. It would sell, but they'd have to downgrade the performance for it to run on the Switch, and then
they would bring it through the cloud most likely."
Well, yeah.
Well, it is a very old game. It can run the older generation version.
I don't know. Remember, we're not allowed to discuss Nintendo and cloud. That sets off a firestorm with Nintendo fans. They're so mad about that.
If you can play Control and Hitman, you can play GTA.
Well, those were in the cloud. Those were cloud-based, so.
Oh my God, Derek is back. How's it going, Derek? Cool.
Yeah. I think he said he's having
if the Switch is Witcher 3, it can run GTA 5.
Oh, come on. Was he having a toga party with with his buddy?
G Millie?
Yeah. They're out there.
Oh, by the way, another news about PlayStation. Sony acquires Guns Up team Valkyrie Entertainment.
Oh, yeah, I remember I posted.
Yeah.
So, brand new studio joins the family. Sony
Welcome
is
to the family.
quite a big studio. Didn't Microsoft acquire somebody else lately? I think there was.
Yeah, they did. They did. I forgot.
They did.
So yeah, Valkyrie is more of a support studio.
Yep.
They've assisted in making a bunch of games, like it says here, God of War, Forza Motorsport, and yeah. So they usually help like finish games, doing small part of the games, and it's a solid acquisition because if you're thinking about PlayStation Studios right now, they're starting to have a very big pedigree of studios, a lot of various studios, and hiring exterior help when you're doing something and you want to keep it in house and under tap, it's kind of risky for information to leak out. But if it's their in-home studio, to make sure that their employees are well briefed, that you control all the information, it's much easier. So getting those support studio in-house to then work with multiple studios that are working on engines that are adapted to the PlayStation, they got really good at it. So I think it's a really solid acquisition for them.
Dude, all these studios that they're getting, I mean, guys, 2023, I think we're going to see some really awesome games. I think they're writing concepts and working on stuff right now.
I've been playing Doom Eternal on Switch lately. While obviously not best looking version, it's so impressive that a console that only outputting a 7-watt can pull it off. That is definitely impressive.
I think I think it is going to take a little while for us to see these acquisitions and the fruits of these purchases. It's similar with Xbox. Like when they buy studios, it wasn't immediate. You know, Psychonauts 2 just dropped this year, and they acquired Double Fine back in 28. It was like 2017.
Yeah.
2018, something like that.
Yeah, Khaos is right.
And like look at Ninja Theory, they acquired them around that time as well, 2018. Obsidian, which you're seeing some smaller stuff come through with Ninja Theory and Obsidian, but their big stuff is yet to hit, and that's what we're all waiting for is that fruits of those purchases. And similarly with Sony, these purchases are going to take some time. I say give it 2023, 2024. We'll probably start seeing some stuff come out.
A good title, a good game from the moment you start producing it is a 4 to 7 year engagement.
Yep. I will say, I think the reason why we're going to see the fruits of Bethesda so soon is because these talks were probably in the works for over a year prior. It definitely took a lot of time and communication.
Starfield was in production, I think, about 8 or 9 years ago. They were working on Fallout 4, and they had that on the side project that we're working on.
It was early concept at the time.
That's why they spent the billions of dollars, man, to get
if you
that.
See any company grab a studio and they have this game that's coming out within 2-3 years of the acquisition, or even just within a year or two, then they've been working on that game for a minute.
Yeah.
For the most part.
The biggest part of production is usually those last 2 years. I'll say those last 2 years are really where they crunch down and focus on pushing it out to a finished product. And so as long as they purchase them, 2 to 3 years out, I can definitely see them.
It might not be the best example because it kind of was a flop. Hopefully they've been working a lot on it and they're fixing it. But Cyberpunk 2077 started production on the same day they started working on The Witcher 3. They gathered up. They took the studio. They split it in 2 parts. Major part of the studio for The Witcher 3 because they knew they would bring that out earlier. But they still got a concept team along with a few techs, a few programmers, and to start working immediately on Cyberpunk because they wanted to secure the license and they wanted to start working on something because they already knew what they were doing with The Witcher 3 because they had the 2 prior games, especially the second one We're bringing a lot of elements from that and making a big open world game. But Cyberpunk and The Witcher I think at the first it was equal team that I've read, and then they switched most of the team over for The Witcher 3 to finish the game. And then once The Witcher 3 was shipped and fixed, all of the resources went to Cyberpunk. So it was in production for a very long time.
Well, the thing is, a lot of people have to understand there's multiple teams that work on these things. And so that's why there's always multiple projects going at the same time, because the art designers and world design people are always going to be the first people. Actually, engineers will probably be the first people that get a look at it, because they have to design the mechanics. They have to see what engine they're going to be using, and all that is all done early on. That's the biggest thing. Meanwhile, like those code monkeys, which are kind of like the people that do the final coding type stuff, those are the people that work on the last like 2 to 3 years. And that's where a lot of the work gets done. Where the bulk of the studio will be working. So those early years,
that's when they actually get outside help to help iron out a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, it's different. I from stories I've heard is it was a small group that were working on Cyberpunk early on, and it wasn't until after they finally finished Witcher 3 and released that then they started to shift a majority of the people over and really crunch down and focus on Cyberpunk. But that's just what I've heard.
Yeah, what I heard, it was a 50-50 split at the early beginning when they were starting on both games, but it shifted strongly on Witcher 3 when production really picked up. So,
Witcher 3 would have been a lot easier to work on too, because they had made those other two prior.
They were familiar.
Yeah. Cyberpunk was completely different, and that's why I kind of give them a little bit of slack on this. You know, it's their first time creating such a complex city system, in like with driving and these.
They had to strip down a lot of stuff out of the game. We haven't seen everything they worked on.
Guns were a completely new thing for them, and like look at The Witcher 3. The crossbow was like a one shot for killing like the water creatures and stuff like that. It was never a fleshed out ranged system, and so it was a lot of work and a daunting task that I don't think that they were ever going to meet any expectations that people had.
It is a game I need to dive back in because it's got some interesting elements.
I think the meat of it, like the story and the world design, I think is really well made. It's just the bugs, the glitches, the issues that they
ironed
had.
out a lot of them.
They launched it way too early.
I love bugs and glitches.
Hey, Halo has those bugs and glitches, but they're fun glitches. Like I was running.
They weren't. I mean, I never had bugs and glitches on that. The only one I did was Battlefield 2042. I rage quit that game because of the glitches on it.
Well, I mean, there's glitches where you see where people are when they throw a grenade and a vehicle's going super fast, the electric grenade actually keeps the speed going.
I walked through a tank inside the middle of the tank, and they shot me, and then I died there. That's not supposed to happen in a game.
How about people driving invisible trucks and they're sitting like this and the truck's invisible? Like that.
Well, maybe they borrowed Superwoman's, Wonder Woman's vehicle. Yeah, they might have borrowed her vehicle for all we know. What was the other one issue I had? Oh, the invisible parachute. Yeah, those are bugs. What you're discussing are just I could deal with that all day.
Yeah. There's a difference.
It's not no feature.
Invisible truck's not a feature. It's a feature, not a bug.
There's a difference between like a Skyrim bug and a Battlefield bug, because there's some that affect gameplay in a negative experience, and others that in more of a fun experience. Like I was playing Halo
experience.
Hey,
Nah,
I was
man,
playing.
9 to 5, I was winning, and it froze. And I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious? And I wanted to get
That was that on Stadia?
Yes, it was.
Well, no, it's not a knock on Stadia. That was what I was getting at. That was just Stadia's way of saying get the f off this game and come back and play Wreckfest.
Oh my god, you're so crazy.
I remember when Grid launched and 40 players was driving around in invisible cars in the lobby.
Okay, that would have actually been cool to see. I wish I had been there.
But these,
come on now, that would have actually been.
Just Rust and
I would have
Thunder.
actually
It's
liked
like a Harry Potter game now.
I would have actually liked seeing that.
I mean, there's bugs, and then there's just games that are like, holy shit, this is just
they're just flat out broken.
This is broken. This game is broken.
Yeah, and I just hope
nice holds.
I just hope developers get the time that they need to push these games out, and obviously a lot of the times they don't, and that's a sad.
No, that's the problem. When you have massive bugs showing up in games, it's literally because you are either you're taking way too long on a game, or you are rushing it to get it out.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk taking way too long, and then you've got others that just got rushed.
But then there's it's not sometimes it's not the dev, sometimes it's management telling them, hey, we can't put this out. Too bad. We got
sometimes it's the gamers.
It's
sometimes the use and finding ways of getting stuck indoors in Red Dead Redemption. I mean, I've heard of people doing that.
Which is wrong. You should never threaten devs. You know, that's crazy.
Yeah, that
I don't do that.
I don't condone that.
Don't do that.
Playing Cyberpunk right now, haven't come in anything major. That's because they really did a lot to fix the game. A few small minor things. Yeah, they really ironed out the game a lot from what I hear. So that's why I gotta start fresh, start a new game, give it a go, because it is a good game.
I got lucky because I played on PC, which at the time was like the best way to play. Like if you have a high end rig, and I did, and I rarely ran into those game breaking bugs. But when they did show up, it was quite annoying.
Yeah, like being unable to like the gun starting to shoot automatically, and then you're unable to reload, so you have no more bullets and you're unable to do anything. That happened on one of my game, and I had to restart the game because of that, and it sucked because I really liked that character I was building. So no matter what I did, yeah, I'm just saying, no matter what I did, I always got the same. Like even if I came back to
I'm with you on that one.
Always had the same issue returning on that character. But right.
When I requested my car to come to me, and like 5 of my other cars all came and they all crashed in front of me. You know, it's just, but hey.
My boyfriend was a really bad driver, but honestly, I think that was just his driving style. Drives like Ray in Far Cry.
Don't know what you're talking
Ray,
about.
weren't we? What was that game we Ghost or no? Was it Ghost Recon Wildlands, or was it the other one where you were in the back of my truck and somehow fell off the cliff when I drove off? You somehow went out the back door, the trunk.
I think it was Wildlands, but
I think we broke the game because the trunk is not supposed to open, and Ray goes flying out the trunk because I had somehow launched off a cliff.
All I know,
and
back from blood, he left me to be eaten by zombies. He left me, folks. He left me to die and get eaten by zombies. Hey,
I'm not the only one that would pull that. I mean, if you were playing with Jim, I'm pretty sure Jim would do the same thing.
Pull the shame.
He don't know the meaning. No one left behind.
So, bit of news here. PlayStation's actually releasing.
I was completely wrong on this one.
You know what? It doesn't surprise me. It does, because look, how much do you think it costs to make 55. That versus making a whole console?
They're selling them at $55 a unit.
Oh shit!
Just saying, if you think about it, remember they used look at like Xbox and PlayStation. They always had their own stuff. They whether it was the Halo exclusive, the white one, the red PlayStation, they always had a certain color. This is way cheaper for them. The cost is less, which means this is a better profit for them.
I think they just had some extra white flaps, and they said, "What are we gonna do with all these flaps? Paint them different colors and sell them."
Oh my god!
Did you see the controllers though? Come on now. I'm not gonna lie. I want every one of them. I want all three of those now. All of them. I'm gonna buy them all.
Yeah. I'm gonna end up getting them all, man.
I want the red.
I'm gonna have to get a second mortgage on my house to build an addition just for controllers.
I can finally, I can
take a loan at the
Xbox
bank.
gamers do and build out a controller collection, just PlayStation.
Look, we're gonna be those people that walk into the bank and be like, I need a loan. For what? I'm buying controllers. What? How much?
I agree with Meg on this.
Well, you better hurry up, because out here we got people that like just to crash into the stores and just grab and then jump in their cars and run away.
Yeah, see, out in the Midwest, we don't worry about that in the Midwest, because when the temps drop, nobody's stupid enough to do stuff like that. It's too cold. You stay indoors.
Mommy, look, it's a mall raid. Look, they're getting ready to dance. It's a dance raid. No, they're stealing stuff, honey. They're not dancing.
Can we join? Honey, you just sit here. Sit up. Take my phone. I'll be right back. I got to run into the store and get something. I'm just getting a drink real quick. Mommy, why do you got all those TVs? Did you get my PlayStation at least?
So about those PlayStation covers, I kind of do want to get the black one, because I when they first launched the black controller, I was like, I want to drop the money on this, but I'd been playing a lot more.
I just want the controllers, and then I have to go and try to make myself a Xbox controller, because I'm still jealous of DrSpaceman's controller that he showcased.
I red or black, but you know what, Khaos, you just kind of made me go to the dark side. I think I might if I wanted to get one, I get the black one first. Because on my console,
JD's like, look, I got the PS5. I'm buying them all.
PS2, PS3, PS4 are all black.
Look at that shit. Look at that. Come on now.
Look, yo.
With a metal D-pad.
Yeah, you should.
Look, Baker's like, hold up. Let me break out my controller. Right. He's like, let me get the briefcase out. He's gonna get the briefcase, open it up.
See, I got to get the blue one so I can match.
You ain't got this,
rubber grip.
You ain't got this.
All right, I can't even. I don't even feel comfortable showing mine off. That sounded awful, but I'm not showing my controller.
Yeah, look,
I'm done
they
talking.
They came out with the scuff ones.
Everything I'm saying.
The Pro controllers, the scuff ones.
Big issue with driving in Cyberpunk is that the minimap is too zoomed in, so you can't actually make the. Well, I mean, is it? I don't have a problem driving. I just drive through everything
and kill people.
Well, if they should know better. Get off the road when you see me coming.
Hey, Holt's got the red one.
I wanted to say I was gonna get these faceplates and controller.
Oh shit, JD's getting his stuff.
But I'm holding up for God of War, because I'm hoping that they have a collector's edition PS5 for God of War.
I got the red, I got the black.
Would be nice.
That's what he's doing. Either that, or he's like, hold up. He turned his camera off so he could go order them all.
I know.
Well, I have the collector's edition God of War PS4 Pro. So
he's getting some controllers.
He's gathering his collection.
So that's what I really want. Is I want a God of War Ragnarok PS5.
Can we say what we really want? I want the Nintendo glove. I want them to come up with a new one, but for cloud gaming.
Hey, I saw the Guardians of the Galaxy Xbox Series X. Oh my god, it's on Twitter. It looks dope. Oh, hold on, what you got there?
He's got the black one and the red one.
See,
I also have a black one. Okay, it's a DualShock 4.
Did you see Old Scott?
Mad Max has Cyberpunk, Mad Dead Driving. Yeah.
They should they should make I should be get hired by these companies that do these racing games or games like that where there's driving involved and show them how it's really done.
You remind me of Crash from that old like '90s commercial.
The Crash Dummies.
No, the Crash Bandicoot racing like commercial.
I'm still waiting for that to get remade and brought to the cloud. Crash Team Racing was the best.
Wasn't it on PlayStation now?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I want it with my 3080 though. I don't care about on PlayStation now.
3080. I want it on my 3080. Play it on PlayStation now, man. They need somebody to play that platform.
No one likes PS Now.
It
has old games. It has old games. Just as
I can't deal with all them old games, man.
There's nothing wrong with old games because I'm an old.
I can't deal with all them old games that I have never played.
No, I think PS Now is a good service. I think that it's more of a.
I've never played Devil May Cry 5, and oh my god, what is that? That came out 2019?
Who's got look? Don't they have Mortal Kombat 11 on there? Who's got time to play that old game?
Yeah,
there's another game. Don't play Payday with Vet because he's gonna let you get caught by the cops as he gets away with the heist.
No, it was not my fault. They raided our weed house, so I had to roll. There was gunfire. I don't know where you were, so I left.
There's Devil May Cry 1, 2, 3, and 4 on PlayStation Now.
Yeah.
Yep. And then you can
destroy all humans too. Look at that game. Ooh, what we got a secret chat, huh?
What are you showing, JD?
Yeah, I'm just checking here.
We got to make sure it's legit first before we show it off. Ooh, what is that? I want to buy it. Oh shit! That. Never mind.
I heard about that brand.
That's a lawsuit. That's a lawsuit.
Ashes to Ashes was talking about it. Apparently, the controllers are really great. So you got the back pads here. It's like a pro controller. Apparently, the placement for it, they're really comfortable. So
hell is it a PlayStation 5 controller?
Oh, that's just a thing to clip on it. I thought that was a damn.
No. It's a whole controller.
That's a whole controller, dude. Wait a minute. Somebody lawsuit.
I'm pretty sure they're licensed.
Man.
So the Reflex license. The Reflex Pro is already released, starting at $230. And if you want the Reflex FPS,
wait a minute. Hold on. Did I just see that price? Did I just see that?
Yeah, 230.
You know, out your damn.
Look at the FPS. Look at the FPS. 260.
You are out of your mind.
Yeah, 260.
Now you know what? You know damn well a 200 for if it's geared specifically for first-person shooters, there will be people that will buy that. Those esports people will buy that in a heartbeat if it works. If it gives them an advantage, they'll buy it.
What's that song? Hell to the no. Hell to the no. Hell 259. Hell no. No, thank you.
It's a bit pricey in my opinion. Usually I just go with a Xbox controller and plug it up.
They're getting ridiculous. Back in my day, I remember when controllers was like $30. $30.
That's because you was getting them wired controllers, right?
Ain't nothing wrong with a wire. You just don't trip.
You was getting them wired controllers with the see-through and the blue lights.
Wait,
all right, if you look at all their controllers are expensive. Go down and just go. Where the hell did I go? Go to their go to the shop and just go to the most all their shit's expensive. I mean, they look cool. Instinct Charter, $190.
Wait a minute. Can you go to the holiday sale? I want to see what is on sale for the holiday.
Yeah, no holiday sale. What the heck? Holiday sale, my ass.
Oh yeah, look at that sale. $250.
Where the hell is the
PS4 controller?
Where the hell is it?
$250 for a DS4.
Well, how much just for the sticks? How much would they sell me for one stick?
Wait, so a basic controller from them is fuck that shit. I'll give Sony. Sony, you're getting my money.
Talking stuffers.
The hell I need all that shit for? I ain't spending $10 for a damn deep.
$20 for the
$20. I'll just go find one and rip one off, and there you go. Look, it's free. They got to be out their gosh damn mind.
Yeah.
Shit. I'm sorry, but
I like to sniff the controller and see what it smells like.
Nope. I'm just saying, Sony, you got my money because you're gonna get me. I'm gonna be buying you controllers.
I buy the box, please.
I'll be occupied on.
I mean, if you're a hardcore gamer and you got the money to do it,
go buy yourself a Sony actual controller, not that shit.
But
I'm gonna be. I probably won't be here next week. Just gonna let you guys know I'll need a day off to recover from Spider-Man.
Oh man,
I might be going to go see Spider-Man tomorrow. Actually, so
didn't someone pay like over $1,000 for a Spider-Man ticket on eBay?
What the hell is it?
It's like releasing everywhere.
I ain't going nowhere, man. I want to.
Yeah, I'd like if it was available in Disney Plus. They stopped delivering movies on Disney Plus because of the lawsuit with Scarlett Johansson because of Black Widow.
Yeah,
but they should have done it properly. Like, okay, you're buying a movie, like it counts as movie tickets, and it gives a payment to the actors, and they just bypass that. So it's a lot of stuff happened that's not good. But we're still in a pandemic, and we're reaching a peak right now with Omicron. It's not going well right now. They need to bring back entertainment at home.
I agree.
Here, pull this here. I'm gonna give you JD. JD, I found you something. Hold on. There you go. I found you something. Doc, open that link up.
What is that?
Fuck that controller. I want this instead.
He's laughing.
That is an expensive ass thing. Look at that. Woo.
Goodness.
Now, click on specifications, though. Click on the specifications and go click all. That's a phone.
You can get a foldable phone with that kind of money.
But that's a Sony phone. You can't get a Sony phone. That's basically your PlayStation right there, damn it.
But it's got a full built-in camera on it.
512. It's got 12 gig RAM, 512 gig storage, PS Remote Play, DualShock 4 control compatibility, and a game enhancer for your gaming. Supports up.
Look at
water
the size
resistant
of the camera on it.
But it's also got a 4K. The resolution on it's 4K, 120 FPS.
We all know what happens when Sony starts selling some of these electronic hardware. You know what happened with
what it's got. Laptop. It's got 5G. You know what? It'll support all that fancy tech.
I think JD's
it'll be discontinued.
I'll let JD get that.
JD, go ahead and buy that. Let us know how it is.
JD's muted.
He's like,
JD?
That's because he's trying to buy it.
And you earn only 1,800 points, man. Really?
Yeah, JD, you're muted. We can't hear you.
What y'all mean I'm muted?
Why did you mute me?
I didn't mute him. He's muted himself.
Sabotage.
We can't hear
What'd you do?
I just want to say Ray's the greatest streamer. Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's like PlayStation.
Yeah.
But PlayStation. We still can't hear you, man.
I'll be watching Spider-Man go.
You know what he's actually saying? What he's really saying is he's on the computer as we speak, getting ready to buy himself an Xbox Series X.
Hold on.
Yeah, we can still.
He's listening to
you, man.
He's listening to us. He's like, the hell? You gonna buy a Series X?
That's what happened.
I got that. That's what happens when you use the same Sony PlayStation background week in and week out. You got to change it up.
We need to close this show because I can't talk.
JD is speechless right now. He's speechless.
We have him the boot.
Yeah, he's speechless with all that Sony
Look
talk.
at Paul Road.
He's saying Spider-Man spoilers.
Oh man. Oh, they're all right.
Oh, now it's good to hear you.
He's back.
I don't know how long you've been
back.
muted for because I haven't heard
For a
your
while.
voice in a while.
Oh man,
You were
that's
just been
crazy.
silent.
That is
He
crazy.
was literally speechless when he saw that price tag. And broke his microphone.
Oh man. Oh man.
You want that Sony camera that's equipped with a phone?
Oh nah, I'm good.
That's all you had to say.
Sony points.
All of this for oh no, I'm good.
Yeah,
I like that they advertise it as the camera.
Look, man. I need a GoFundMe to get.
Yeah, they mind, dude.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, they mind.
you get a choice, like either the organ you want or the phone.
The Xperia bundle savings they bring it. Look, man. Get your whole tripod. Get your grip. Get your PlayStation controller. Good to go.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I don't think I'd ever
Awesome.
spend that kind of money on a phone unless
I agree with
It's a
you.
camera. It's a camera. That's what they say.
Oh,
It's a camera.
That's a US price. I wouldn't even check the Canadian price.
My iPhone has a camera on it too, and it didn't cost me $1,800 fucking dollars.
It's a DSLR Sony whatever you take pictures with camera.
Dude,
I'll
when
use my
phones
artificial-
are out more than the televisions. There's something wrong, dude.
Well, the thing is that they do. It is like just a camera.
Yeah, it's a camera.
They just shoved phone parts in it for
Yeah, it's
That's
not.
what
It's
makes
not
phone
the
so
phone.
expensive.
It's a camera.
As
That
soon as
is
you
a
drop that though, man. Somebody like, oops.
Like
It's gonna be some kid dropping that shit, going up to their mom. I broke my phone.
Put a microphone and a speaker on it, and it's now a phone.
Yeah.
pretty much. Add 5G, you're good to go. Add 5G.
It'd be like Ray, your son be coming up to you, Dad, I need a new one of these phones. I accidentally dropped it.
I'm sorry, Nicole. I accidentally dropped Evan on his head.
Yeah.
Folks, we really do love our kids. Sometimes, I mean, I don't know about Ray, but
Yeah.
I'll say I usually play a little bit smart with these phones. What I do is I try and buy like a refurbished phone like shortly after they're released. That way, I get them for like $200-$300 cheaper than what they are at retail.
Smart.
Yeah.
And you're still getting all the features and everything.
Yeah.
Did they pull their phone from Canada? Can't even find it on the Canadian website for Sony. Was just curious.
Because guess what? It ain't coming out. It ain't coming out in Canada.
Look, this costs way too much and get look. Add an extra G.
USA only.
Add an extra G. Throw on the leg, and
too many G's for Canada. Anyway, do you guys have anything else you wanted to talk about before we wrap this up?
No, I smell my In-N-Out burger.
yeah, I got something to say. Hey, if you're going to see Spider-Man, if you got a 4D theater, go check it out in 4D. Trust me, you're gonna love it.
And
I already hate it.
Okay.
also, I'd recommend
4D.
catching up on the Hawkeye. Great show. And
I'm watching it. I'm watching the episode tonight with the son.
Oh, man. watch till the end.
All right.
That's all I gotta say. Great show. It's really turning well. So, Vet, where can we find you? tomorrow.
Oh, you guys find me Vet Cloud Gaming, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Tomorrow, 9 a.m., I will be going live until 2:30 p.m., 6 hours of GFN gameplay with the community. I have 7 games that I'll be giving away, along with 3 2-month memberships to the priority tier. So I'll have 10 giveaways. I will be starting those giveaways at 9:30 and giving stuff away every half hour.
Awesome. Be sure to tune in for that.
I mean, if you're going to tune in, you want to tune in at some... All right, Meg, that's enough of that.
What is that word? How are you?
That's vet rage.
It's a
That's basically... That'll probably be what I will say when I dive into Fortnite, because I will probably end up quitting that one.
Paul's saying you're a rapper still. Paul, we don't want to know about your sex life. Come on.
Oh my
Right
goodness.
on it.
Oh man, come on, Paul.
It's like pulling out his phone or
I'm done.
Yeah.
Tune in 9 a.m. to 2:30, 10 giveaways. It's going to be a lot of fun. Fortnite 9 to 5, Riders Republic.
Guys, support that GFN play.
Hey, and if you have Stadia and you want to join in Riders Republic at 9 to 5, you're still able to on those 2 games. Only cross-platform games.
sorry about that. Just had to make the joke. It's spelled out. So awesome. And Ray, where can we find you?
Ray3473 on Twitter. Tomorrow night I'm doing Wreckfest on Stadia.
Ooh.
Then I think I'm doing Devil Made Me Cry. Devil
Made you cry.
Devil
Made Ray cry. So,
is it because he told you
The Devil Made Cry. I'll be doing that.
Did you go down to Georgia when he made you cry?
I gotta go. Devil Make Me Cry.
Oh man, that's the prequel. Devil May Cry, Devil Made Me Cry.
Bounty Boys, Red Dead Redemption 2 Saturday. I'm out. Happy holidays, everybody. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, all that.
Hanukkah's over, Ray. Shit ended like 2 weeks ago.
Cry is the emo
My
version.
Oh man. Yeah.
JD, where can we find you?
Oh man. Look, JD3. Look, you can catch me at a 43 theater, watch the Spider-Man in the multiverse. Something like that. I don't know. JD3 MXP everywhere. I might
see you everywhere.
Everywhere. You see me everywhere.
I'll see you everywhere.
JD is like, he's everywhere.
I'm everywhere. I was everywhere. Yo. Shout out to Stadia Pro Gaming, man. Shouts out for the season finale retro rewind. Shout out to Ray. You know what I'm saying? Nice show. Go check that out.
Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Sportscast, sports talk.
And Maker, where can we find you, man?
I know I've been kind of away from everything lately because of gaming and work, but I will be posting some gunk videos or a gunk video on Cloudy with Games. So if you could check out their YouTube channel, should pop up there. And I'm gonna try to get some Tales of Arise gameplay done on my Twitch stream at some point. So Maker of Chaos 12 with a K instead of the C here. And if you wanted to check that out, I'm going to try and play it sometime next week.
Awesome. As for myself, I stream on one of my channel every Sunday normally. Should be going out of province on Monday for the holidays, so not sure how it's going to go during that time. We'll probably still try to do the podcast depending on how everyone feels about it. We'll update you on Twitter. So
tweet.
Sure. Yeah, so we'll keep people posted on Twitter on what's going on, if we're doing the same Thursdays as every time, or if we take a short break.
He's
Other-
jumping into gun. Sorry.
Gunk video.
Jumping in the gunk.
I'm doing my best not to make a.
Yeah,
pun there.
Paul, Jesus, Paul.
I'm doing my best.
Try not to get that
Paul,
gunk all
I
over your
just want to
face.
ask Paul, how would you know? I'm just asking.
He was curious, apparently.
Paul knows what he's talking about.
Yeah,
Salt Bay time. Oh.
Jesus. Dude, we should probably.
Hey! You know what? Paul, you messed up, man. I thought Anthony told you.
Oh,
By the way, be sure to check. I've updated my Twitter to DrSpaceman Media. I did a reset on my Twitter lately for various reasons, so be sure to follow me there. So, any closing point before we wrap this up again?
No, man, my burger's getting cold.
So on Ray's Cold Burger, we're gonna say, have a good night, everyone. Say goodbye.
See ya.
Happy holidays.
Thanks again, everyone. By the way, for joining us. You're
Oh,
all
Jesus.
awesome.
love you.